You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Each year, thousands of fantastic...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of both girls and boys 2A basketball here, live from Anacortes High School on a blustery night in the Northwest. Dave Wilder and I are going to be bringing you tonight's broadcast of the Anacortes Seahawks and the Lakewood Cougars. Up for a visit first with the girls team, and then we'll have some festivities in the middle of the game, between the two games, and then the boys teams following. Tonight is coaches versus cancers, and so this is kind of a special night. We love to do this every year. It's really great. All the coaches, players, parents, fans, everybody gets into it as we all come together to beat that cancer that none of us like. We're going to start off with a fantastic girls game. Both teams 2 and 5 coming into this, well matched up. Should be some pretty darn good basketball. We've got less than a minute to go before things get underway. And tonight, visiting with us from Arlington are the Lady Cougars. And in particular, we'll be paying close attention to their hot shooting guard, Jelly Perry. Perry scoring over 15 points a game every game that she comes out, and has a big part of their offense. So, with about 30 seconds to go, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back after this as Dave Wilder and I and the AHS broadcast crew get ready to bring you tonight's 2A basketball presentation.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
Well, folks, welcome back. You'll hear the starters getting called here in just a minute in tonight's first game of our doubleheader. The Lady Cougars and the Anacortes Seahawks matching up here. 8 minutes is on the clock, but they've got to get a little bit of the festivities out of the way and all the announcements made. Dave Wilder, how the heck are you?
Winded, but great. Those stairs outside are steep.
Sometimes it's a last-minute jog into the broadcast booth, right?
I remember Jelly Perry from last year.
Yeah, really talented, talented player, and she is a central part of their offense.
Yeah.
For the Cougars, a 5'6" forward, she's a junior, number 10, Riley Malloy. For the Seahawks, a 5'8" wing, she's a senior, number 13, For the Cougars, a 5'7" guard, she's a senior, number 22, Emily Sinitko. For the Seahawks, a 5'11" post, she's a senior, number 14, Erin Husta. For the Cougars, a 5'7" forward, she's a sophomore, number 24, Jaden Graham. For the Seahawks, a 5'11" wing, she's a junior, number 23, Yami Rodriguez. For the Cougars, a 5'7" forward, she's a sophomore, number 33, Kaylin Tupuola. And for the Seahawks, a 6'1" post, she's a junior, number 33, Melissa.
All right, well, we're going to have to do a little switcheroo in here. Yes, a couple of the Cougar players are not wearing the numbers that are on the roster for them.
I assume it's the pink jerseys is why.
Yeah, that's probably exactly right, yeah. All right, folks, join us as the AHS band brings you the salute to the colors. just want to note for the record, nobody kneeling here tonight.
Right.
So now we get ready to bring you some what should be a pretty good matchup. Both teams, you know, like say 2-5 conference.
Right.
So fairly evenly matched. We should see some pretty good basketball here. And both teams really looking for a win, to be honest.
Well, yeah, and I haven't got to look at the RPI because it hasn't been updated as regularly as far as the district RPI, not the state, because the district RPI is the one that matters when it comes time for seeding for the district playoffs.
Right, sure.
And so I haven't got to see where those two are at, where these two are at in the district RPI yet, if it's even updated.
Melissa Freen steps into the circle for the tip. And she'll be going against Jelly Perry. There's the whistle, and we get things underway. Anacortes comes away with it. Down the floor they go. Right into the lane, up for two and good.
Beautiful.
Rundgren for two to start things off.
Nice attack there by Gabby right out of the gate. Didn't even hesitate trying to get to the hoop.
That could be so demoralizing too.
Right.
Have the best laid plans and all of a sudden, what? They've already scored?
Right.
Holy cow. Perry from the outside. Good shot, no good. They're going to get the rebound though. She gets her own rebound. Up at the top of the circle. Bounce pass inside. They go to the post. Rolls around. Draws the foul, but the shot's no good.
Looks like they'll call that on Lindsey Bowman.
Seahawks foul, number 13, Lindsey Bowman. First personal foul, first team foul. Graham is at the line.
And that's Jaden Graham at the line. And let's see if she can tie things up here. Yes, she does. So Anacortes comes back down the floor the other way. Longer the Dow.
2-3 zone here by Lakewood, Lou. See if they can get the ball into the high post. It looks like they like to defend the high post.
Freen looking to pass inside. Ball gets tipped around. Over the top. No new clock on that shot. Jelly Perry comes away with it. Bounce past the inside. Up from the right. No good. Scrum underneath. Ball is going to be saved inbounds by Freen, but then go out of bounds. And it will remain a Lakewood ball.
It was a nice pass by Jelly Perry there. Fortunately for the Seahawks, they weren't able to finish on the break.
Yeah, right out of the gate there, two good bounce passes by Perry, and she typically double doubles. You know, she's in double digits for rebounds every game too. So
right.
Looked like a setup for the three-point attempt from the outside. There it is.
Oh.
No, off the right side of the rim, gathered in by Anacortes, and now Rundgren will bring the ball back down the floor.
Oh wow!
Once again, drives the right side. Oh, she had a good look. Couldn't get it to go. They go outside to Freen. Freen dribbles across the paint. Puts it up. No, but she's going to draw the foul.
You bet.
Cougars foul to number 33, Kaylin Tupuola. First personal foul.
How did they pronounce it?
Tupuola. Tupuola.
Tupuola.
Tupuola, the common pronunciation of that.
Oh, of course.
With all the
silly me.
all the Tupuolas you know,
right.
that is the common spelling.
I know how to say Tuiasa Sopo very good.
Humu humu nuku nuku
Husky.
apua.
Nice job by Melissa. Sinks both free throws there for the Hawks.
All right, 4-2 in the early going here for the Lady Hawks. We'll keep you up to date on other games going around tonight. There's only a couple. Meridian's playing Bellingham at Bellingham. Linden and Linden Christian will match up. And then our third game tonight, Lakewood here at Anacortes. Oh, Huffstedt gets a hand in there, disrupts the play. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll stay with Lakewood, but good defensive effort there by Aaron. Inbound passes a little bit too hot, bounces into the hands
Gabby.
of Rundgren. She's got an open court. She goes up. Nice pause. Oh, she could not get it to go. She got a good look at the basket. Now a pass outside. Another attempt, no good. Rebounded once again. Huffstedt with a shot from the outside on the right, no good.
It's like the fourth offensive rebound for the Hawks tonight so
Yeah.
far. They just got to be able to take advantage of all those.
I'm sure that Gabby is beating herself up there for not getting that layup.
Yeah, it was a beautiful jump stop and pump fake, but just didn't work out.
Three-point attempt from the outside for Jelly, no good. Lindsey Bowman with the rebound. Rundgren with a hesitation step, now passes it off. They go back to her on the right-hand side. She's yelling at the offense, moving people around. Dow with the ball inside to Freen. Freen turns around, puts it up, no good. Attempted rebound by Hofstadt. The ball is going to stay in Anacortes' possession after it was tapped out of bounds, last by Lakewood.
So right now, Lou, I was just looking at the RPI there that I haven't got to look at yet. Lakewood is 8th and Anacortes is 9th. Top 12, of course, get into that district tournament, but anything below 8, you have to play or anything below 4, sorry, you have to play an additional game.
Round.
Correct, right.
Once again, another three-point attempt from the outside. Lakewood not afraid to shoot from outside the perimeter, just can't get him to fall yet. Ooh. Rundgren on the run down the right-hand side, draws the foul.
Possibly, okay. I think it's the right call, but you never know. You know, when someone's going full speed, what they're going to call. I know when Lakewood coach is not happy.
When there's that much contact, you know they're going to call something. It's just a coin toss as to which way they're going to call it.
Yeah. So I really like Gabby's aggressiveness. The only thing different I would have liked to have seen on that play from her, she missed the first free throw, is just have her eyes up a little more, because Erin Hofstadt was wide open down there. It's the hardest thing to do when you're dribbling, is have your eyes up at the same time.
Yeah.
But if you can do that, you'll find a lot of opportunities for yourself.
Especially when you're anticipating contact.
Right.
You know. So Rundgren puts in the second, gives her 3 points on the night so far. We're going to whistle stop and play. And that's going to be on Hofstedt for the push.
It's her first. Oh, no. Oh, got lucky there.
Bounce pass inside, and Hofstedt's going to get called again for the same foul. Just bodied up a little bit too hard there.
Yeah, kind of stuck her hip out a little bit there.
Yep.
So I assume we're going to see someone enter for her. Looks like Haley Schmidt's going to check in.
Oh. First one rolls around, no good. And Schmidt going in, and Hofstadt staying in.
Okay.
And instead, Lindsey Bowman coming out. And now it looks like Freen is getting ready to re-enter the game as well.
Right.
4 minutes and 48 seconds left here in the first period of play. 5-2 your score. Anacortes ahead. 5-3 now after the made shot from the charity stripe. It'll be Anacortes ball coming back the other way. Rundgren with the ball. Of course, across midcourt, goes to Dow. Oh, back to Rundgren. Freen open down low. They go cross court quickly. Then attempted pass down to Freen is broken up by Graham from Lakewood.
Easiest way to break down a 2-3 defense is to get the ball into your high post as Rundgren puts up a shot. Rundgren, nice rebound by South.
South puts up the shot, no good. So Lakewood comes back down.
Seahawks really doing a number on the offensive board so far.
They're doing, definitely winning that.
After it.
Oh, and we got a carry called against Lakewood. That'll be a turnover to Anacortes. Wow. As you said, they're winning the offensive board battle. They're just not able to capitalize yet. You know, that's always a great thing to have in your favor. Sooner or later, they're going to start to fall your way.
Well, yeah, you keep getting them. Eventually, they do begin to work in your favor.
Way downtown, big outside three by Rundgren, no good. Bounces around, recovered by Anacortes.
Another offensive board for the Seahawks.
Should go to Schmidt on the outside. Schmidt will go to work it inside, but Lakewood's going to come away with it. And
get a timeout, I imagine. Yeah.
Yep, 30-second timeout. We're going to stay right with you here. And let's little game update here. 5-3 your score, and as we told you at the top of the broadcast, we expect these two teams to be fairly evenly matched. But Dave, as you point out, if Anacortes continues to win the offensive board battle, we're probably going to begin to pull away just on our putbacks.
Right. Yeah, it will definitely work in their favor. And Lakewood is you have to get a field goal. Their 3 points are all from the foul line. So Hawks doing a pretty good job here defensively. There's only really one uncontested shot that Lakewood's been able to put up yet, which was an in and out 3 there from Jelly Smith.
Right.
So hopefully the Hawks can keep that defense up also, and combining that with the offensive boards, it could be a good night for them if they can keep that together.
Yep, and by my count, Lakewood's already taken 5 shots from outside the perimeter.
Right.
None have gone in, but they're obviously not bashful about doing that. And Anacortes is probably going to have to tighten up the cover out there if you want to prevent those from starting to count.
At least get a good contest on each one. Oh, nice hands.
Dow in there gets the steal going, and now Rundgren with the ball. Now she'll work her way down. Jump stop up for 2, and Dabby puts in for 2.
Her 6th point, fifth point.
5th point.
Yep.
7-3 your new score now as Lakewood works the ball back and forth across the top of the perimeter.
Oh, Haley Schmidt, nice D.
Yeah, and Schmidt's just going to go out and get her. Basically, don't let her be comfortable out there.
Yeah.
Freen gets a big arm in the way, blocks that shot. Anacortes comes away with it once again. Rundgren works the ball up, goes over to the left-hand side, into the middle they go. Freen turns around. Oh, can't get it to fall. Great rebound by Anacortes.
Lindsay South with her 3rd offensive board in a matter of a couple minutes of being in the game.
Another shot that Anacortes can't get to fall, and this time it bounces out of the hands of South and into the hands of Lakewood, so they'll come back down the floor. But Dave, once again, 3 attempts on the basket down there for Anacortes. Couldn't get it to fall, but it's just a matter of time. Anacortes just needs to maybe finish their shots a little bit more. Perry with a desperation shot over kind of a hook as she went falling by the wayside.
Right.
Did not go. Lakewood retains possession of the ball. Yeah, and
Jelly
finally
Smith.
she manages to put it in.
Jelly Perry, sorry. Jelly Smith. I do this every game. I assign
You're just
a new
renaming
name
everybody
to
out there.
Yeah, every time.
Oh, South with a miss, but her own rebound. We're going to get a foul called. This will be on the floor, they're saying.
Pink 24.
Go
Don't hear that often.
Jaden Graham. As we see Madison Holmes coming into the game for the Hawks, and Lindsay South heading out.
Good job by Lindsay in that short couple minutes.
Yeah.
Offensive board-wise, nice pass.
Nice inbound
look.
to Freen standing right at the line, and Freen manages to put it in easily for 2. Beautiful shot. As Anacortes extends the lead 9-5 with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Jelly Perry directing the offense. Nice trap on the part of Anacortes. Rundgren gets the turnover, gets it to Freen. Freen to Holmes. Holmes feeds it down to Schmidt. Schmidt underneath the basket brings it back outside. Good ball movement on the part of the Lady Hawks here.
Hawks are not like Lakewood. They passed up 2 wide open 3s there.
Yeah, we're going to get a travel called against Holmes, and that'll bring an opportunity for Bowman to check back into the game for Dow.
Right.
So Bowman and Dow up at the top of the zone there. Lakewood pretty good at rotating the ball to the right-hand side. Seems to be where they like to bring it. And we're going to get an offensive foul.
That is a moving screen. I'm trying to see who that was on number 24.
That'll go against Graham as well.
That's her 2nd foul.
So that one a bit away from the ball, but in the effort to make the screen, you can't do that. You can't push the other person away. You got to remain still.
Right.
Got to be a screen, and that's not usually something that's moving.
Right.
Nice feed inside to Rundgren. Bounces off her foot, and they're going to say last touched by Lakewood, so that will stay Anacortes' ball.
Right.
Schubert checking in for Lakewood, wearing number 20.
There's a good
Rundgren
look.
with the ball from the outside for 3. Oh, no good. Over the top. But once again, Anacortes initially comes away with it, but then on the bad pass, Lakewood comes down the floor with the ball. Perry now on the dribble over on the left-hand side.
What a crossover.
Yeah, nice job by Perry to earn herself 2.
Gives her 4 of Lakewood's 7. She's the only one to get a field goal, actually.
Yeah, well deserved there. That was a nice move.
That was
30 seconds to go here.
Iverson-esque.
30 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Anacortes once again under the basket, cannot get it to go. We are going to get a foul. This will bring Freen to the line with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Looks like that'll be on number 20.
That'll be on Schubert.
20, sorry. Well, the offensive board has led to some free shots at least here. Well, really, she had 2 of them, but.
Oh, very nice. Nothing but net there for that one.
Yeah. She is 3 for 3 from the line. I should have said it.
Wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Yeah,
she wasn't listening. Good job. There you go.
I can say it now because she's not shooting. 4 for 4 from the line for Melissa.
6 points overall for her on the night. Deep into the corner they go. 3-point attempt off the top of the basket. No good. It's a scrum underneath. Anacortes comes away with it. Rundgren
have numbers.
makes the pass. Oh! And just a little mental error there by Bowman. She looked up. First player she saw, she threw it to.
Pink,
and
white,
happened to be Lakewood. And that is one of the problems here. We do not have a dark uniform team and a light uniform team. They're both in light uniforms.
It's a little different than normal.
A little easy mistake to make.
You bet. Nice
Freen with a nice little move there. Puts it in for another 2.
Oh, I love a good post move like that. Nice job.
Plant, turn, shoot. Keep it simple.
Oh.
Off the board, no good. And so at the end of the first quarter of play, your score, Anacortes 13, Lakewood 7. We'll be right back after this.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you Saba for the football team's 2-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
All right, 8 minutes on the clock. Second period of play gets underway. Lakewood with the ball, 13-7 your score. Seahawks ahead of the Cougars at this point. Once again, challenging defense there by Schmidt. She has just always got a hand in somebody's face, knocking the ball loose. Great job there.
Right.
Perry with the ball now.
Oh, floor.
Oh, there we go. Schmidt once again breaks things up.
The Seahawks
2 seconds on the shot clock, and that is some awesome defense on the part of the Hawks. Ball's coming back down the other way.
Well, and usually your bench will help you, make you aware of the shot clock. In fairness, there was some coaching going on down there, and I think they were kind of focusing on coach and not the shot clock.
Right.
But usually somebody from the bench is going to let you know. Nice tip by Schmidt.
Or the crowd. Someone in the crowd start counting it down, you know.
Right.
So, or someone in the Anacortes side will start counting 5, 4, 3 when you have 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's good gamesmanship.
It all counts as helping. So.
Right.
7 minutes to go here before we get to halftime. Perry with the ball. Lakewood having some real difficulty getting through that outer perimeter of Anacortes. That shot no good, recovered by Bowman with the rebound. She brings it down the floor on the right-hand side, goes to Freen. Freen right to the charity stripe, passes it down to Schmidt. Schmidt able to save it, get it back to Freen. Freen puts it up for 2, and it's good.
It's 10.
Yes, indeedy.
And Gabby with the other 5. They're the only 2 Hawks to score thus far. Looks like we got quite a few subs getting ready to head in here.
15-7 your score.
You see one lady Seahawk has already lost the pink headband, obviously not something that was comfortable for her.
Oh, hot pass goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lakewood. That'll be an Anacortes ball.
So Hufstad checks back in. Keep in mind, she does have 2 fouls. We'll see if she can stay away from getting that 3rd here.
Rundgren to Dow. Dow on the dribble, back to Rundgren over on the right-hand side. Now they move it over into the middle again. Bowman with the ball. She tries the deep pass to Rundgren. It's good. Rundgren puts it up for 2. Wow. Nice assist on the pass there by Bowman.
Nice cut, nice look.
That was just good all the way around.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see, Lakewood once again working back and forth across the top of the defense. This will be a deep 3 from Jelly, no good. Recovered by Anacortes. Rundgren on the run, down the left side of the basket, puts it up for 2, no good. Rolls across the top of the rim, rebounded by Lakewood.
There's a couple now. I'm sure Gabby was hoping she could have back right now.
Those are tough when you do all the hard work of getting it 90 plus feet down the floor. You get right to the basket, you get it up there, and you just don't quite finish it.
Really good D by the Seahawks here tonight.
Yep, and once again, there's the shot clock violation. Anacortes doing a great job.
It's another shot clock violation. Yeah. Please.
So that's the second time tonight we've seen the Anacortes defense basically just push Lakewood right to the point where they run out of time. And that is fantastic defense. Every coach would love to see that on a regular basis. Here's a long outside 3 from Rundgren, no good. Recovered by Perry.
I'm surprised Perry didn't push the ball up the floor a little quicker there. That sounded like a jammed finger on that pass.
It sure did, yeah. Even through the headphones we heard that.
Right.
Another outside 3 from Lakewood, no good. Lakewood has not made a 3 yet tonight. Here's a long pass down the floor. Bowman up, turns around, puts it in. There you go, there's another score for Anacortes. And Rundgren takes the assist on the long pass down the floor.
And that leads back to what we talked about earlier about looking up the floor, get the ball up the floor right away. Grab it with 2 hands. There we go.
Frame comes away with it this time. Bounce pass to Rundgren. Rundgren down to the middle. She'll go to Huffstock. Back up to the top. Now over to the left-hand side. Here's a 3 from the outside. Nothing but net for Bowman. First 3 of the game, I believe, and we're going to get a timeout called by Lakewood. This will be a full timeout. Give us a chance to do a little business. So with your score, 21-7, we're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back after this.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
Are we?
Well, we bring you back in live to the Anacortes High School Gymnasium where the band is playing some music and the cheerleaders are doing some cheering, and the basketball has been very, very good. Anacortes 21-7 here in the second period of play. It's been all Anacortes really in the second quarter.
Yeah, 8-0 run here in the first 4 minutes and 20 seconds of the quarter. And looks like we have, is that Uno Smith, or is it Smith? I only grabbed the boys program by accident.
Rachel Smith.
Or Rachel Smith, sorry. Yeah, checking in for the Uno, I'm sorry, for the Hawks, number 12. Checked in. Oh, I thought she looks like Uno to me.
I'm just going off the roster here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job on the part of Rundgren to stick a hand in there and just break things up. She'll come down the floor, put it up for 2, no good. Rebounded by Anacortes by Smith. Get the ball back into Rundgren's hands. Now she goes over to Dow. Down in the corner they go. They'll rotate it back across the top. Looking for the deep pass inside. It's broken up by Lakewood. Good defensive effort there by the Cougars. 3 minutes to go before halftime. 21-7 your score. Anacortes ahead. And we're going to go whistle stopping play before the shot. Let's see how they call it here. He's saying, it seems to be indicating on the floor. And that will be on Bowman.
That's her second. So now her and Huffstop both with 2.
And we see Haley Schmidt getting ready to check back into the game.
That should be a. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to call that on Rafka. It's one of those. Could have been a non-call. Could have been a moving screen. I guess he had 3 choices and he made one. We didn't want him to. So
we see Schmidt stepping into the game for Bowman.
Right.
Come out. Lakewood inbounds the ball. Schmidt once again gets just
ball. Nice job.
She just has a really great way about just kind of stepping forward and putting her hands right in the middle of things.
Just a pest.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Which is good when she's on your team playing defense.
You know what's funny though, when you watch her, some people when they have a great pestering defense, their hands are all over the place, their feet are all over the place. It's very frenetic. Right. She's just really calm. She steps to the right place, puts her hand right where it belongs, and interferes with everything. As you said, if it's on your team, it's a great asset. Yeah,
right.
Great asset. Oh.
Well, and she played shortstop on the softball team last year as a freshman, and I got to watch her. It very similar when she played defense in softball, just very casual, just calm, cool, collected, and made most every play of the balls that were hit her way. It was pretty impressive for a true freshman like taking a red shirt.
She sure looks serious, I can tell you what.
Oh, no doubt.
Outside for 3 from Schmidt, no good.
Oh, nice job, Rafka. Oh, you got to call that foul.
Yeah, Dow gets pushed down from behind.
I'm not going to let you get that board. I'm just going to foul you.
So 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the second period of play. Lakewood making a substitution here. Kaylin Tupola coming into the game. Schmidt will inbound for Anacortes.
Oh, here we go.
Outside 3, no good from Smith. Lakewood with the ball coming back down the floor.
Way to get back. That could have been an easy 2 for Lakewood. She was off to the races, and Rachel Smith just sprinted right back and stopped ball. That was really awesome.
Jelly Perry mishandles the dribble. The ball goes out of bounds. Will be an Anacortes ball coming back down the other way. So second period so far has gone all Anacortes. And
low scoring quarter overall in reality. I mean, it's only 8 points for the Hawks, but when you hold the other team to 0, it's okay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's. And they ask for a new clock and get it.
Check back in the Seahawks number 33.
1 minute and 40 seconds to go here as Smith comes out of the game and Freem checks back in. And wearing number 12, Faith Dahl checks into the game for the Cougars. So Rundgren with the ball now. Over to South. Back they go to the top to Schmidt. Schmidt dribbles inside the line, goes to Freem. Freem cross-court pass to Rundgren. Rundgren over the top on the three-point attempt, no good. Recovered by Jelly Perry. Perry brings it up the floor. She's met by Schmidt. And she'll go all the way around the right-hand side, down to the baseline.
Oh, nice look.
Wow, that's a really aggressive pass across the baseline there. Didn't quite work out, but a good idea.
Well, it's a look the defense doesn't expect someone to make. You really got to be ready at all. That's the point of being ready for the ball at all times. So you're not surprised even as the offensive player, because that was a great pass to catch D off guard. Nice shot.
There's an outside 3 for Rundgren, and she puts it in.
Wow.
10 points for Rundgren on the night so far. 24-7 your new score. Lakewood clearly frustrated by the Anacortes defense, and they leave Perry uncovered, and she makes them pay. There's her first 3 of the night. Yes. First 3 for Lakewood.
She will do that if you do not close out on her.
And I don't know if you guys could see it from our perspective. From where we are, we're kind of behind Coach Welk, and as soon as Perry came open, you could see his hands fly up in the air like, hey, what are we doing? And sure enough, they get the ball to her, and she shoots the dagger. So 24-10 your score.
Oh, sorry, Lewis. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure in pregame he went over who the shooter was. So
yeah.
I'm guessing.
Outside 3, no good for Lakewood. Schmidt hustles in there. She gets her hands on the ball, but actually steps on the baseline, so that will be Lakewood. But again, she's right there where she needs to be. And
what's the old saying? She has a nose for the ball, right?
A nose for the ball.
That's the old saying.
Pretty good crowd here so far. People still filing in. Big doubleheader tonight. Happy to bring you this ladies game to start things off. Then we'll have some events in the middle celebrating the fight against cancer. and then the boys game follows that. So a full evening of entertainment here from the Anacortes High School gym. Here comes Rundgren down the floor, up the right-hand side. She looks that one in, boy. You can tell she was like, okay, I'm making this one.
This one is going in. I don't care what any of you think.
Now Perry trying to answer, coming back down. Dribbles it all the way into the corner, and she's going to get a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be on Haley Schmidt.
That'll go on Schmidt, yeah, her first. Neither team in the bonus yet with only 1.9 seconds left to go in the half, so.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the way it's the best way to do it. Both teams at 6 fouls.
Yep, that's a perfect number to have.
And that shot is no good after the buzzer. So, as we approach halftime, 26-10 your score. Seahawks leading Lakewood. We're going to take a break. We're going to do a little business, and we'll bring you back in for our halftime show right after this.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at KennellyKeysMusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Well, welcome back in here at halftime. You're going to get a chance to watch the Anacortes junior cheerleaders put on a performance for us here, and we'll have a chance to watch them and hear them while we talk a little bit about what's gone on so far in this game. 26-10 your score. Anacortes out in front after a big second quarter. But let's let you take in the show here for just a minute.
That was quick.
That was that was quick, and that was impressive, man.
Yeah,
It's,
it was
all
impressive.
age ranges represented there, and young and old alike did a great job. You know, it's pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little math here. Looks like 26-10 is your score. I have Rundgren as the leading scorer for Anacortes with 12.
Yep.
And I have Freen with 10, and then Bowman with 5. And some quick math tells me that that's 27. So I may be off by one number, but both Dave and I are in agreement as to the scoring. So
clearly we're right.
Yeah. Well, let's all take a vote.
Yeah.
All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
There we go. Any opposed? Motion carries. So
thank you.
Either way you count it, 26 or 27. The good news for Anacortes fans is it was a great second period. Obviously some adjustments were made there. The defense locked down and held in the second quarter, held Lakewood to really 3 points, and that was just one shot from Jelly Perry.
Yeah, and she's got 7 of Lakewood's 10 right now.
Yeah.
So if they stand a chance to get back in this game, they're obviously they always could use more from Perry, but they're going to need some other people to step up.
Yeah.
Now for the Hawks, this is a great thing. You know,
terrific.
If you can hold, first of all, holding her to 7 points in the first half is just a little bit below her average. You know, if you were breaking it down per half, and then to top it off, you're not letting anyone else score from the field. The only other points, the other 3 points, are all from the foul line.
Yeah, and you could see. I mean, Lakewood was just struggling with our defense. They just, and you'll see on some of the replays here that we're showing you. Just keep an eye on how difficult it was for Lakewood to even just try and get inside the perimeter.
Well,
and then Rundgren should have 20 points.
Oh, yeah.
She had several, she made a few, but she had several really great efforts. Got a good look, just couldn't get it to drop.
Right.
And there's Perry's 3.
The thing for the Cougars,
look at that defense.
Initially, it's just excellent. Look at that. I know she was out of bounds. Or no, they didn't even call that one out of bounds, did they? Oh, thank you. And Melissa's had a great game. I mean, offensive boards. Lindsay South, a ton of offensive boards. Lindsay Bowman, a couple. Erin Huffstad, a couple. I mean, they've just really. I don't get to see the Lady Hawks that much because I'm usually at the boys' games, to be honest with you. But I'm telling you, this is the best I've seen them play this year and in a while.
Yeah,
you know.
great rotation off the bench. Good help coming in off the bench. Coach Welk doing a great job, you know, flowing people in and out, so nobody really just has to come in cold.
Right.
So yeah, great effort so far, and I'll be interested to see what, if anything, the Cougars do to try and adjust, because obviously they're going to have to do something different in the second half. It's 26-10 now.
Anacortes has played a little 1-2-2 D and then some straight up, you know, matchup D, woman on woman, and but you know. It's either one they've struggled with. When they were in the 1-2-2, Lakewood was getting some more three-point shots, but they weren't hitting them. Then when they switched to man-to-man, the Seahawks are cutting under the screens, which you usually don't do against shooters, but they're not even shooting at that point, and they're doing everything they need to do. And Haley Schmidt, we talked about her earlier. She's just a pest. I don't want to try to have the ball out there against her. She's annoying, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. Like
this Lakewood team's had a rough go too. They've prevailed over Bellingham and Mount Baker so far this year in conference play, but they've now lost to Squalicum, Ferndale, Burlington, Nooksack, and then this past Tuesday they lost to Meridian 56-31. And it doesn't let up. Their next game is next Tuesday away at Seaholm. So it's a rough run for them here. They could certainly use a win here if they could pull it out. So I'm sure their coaching staff is saying now is the time to make the stand. Let's get with the program.
You bet.
We've got about 2 minutes left. Seahawks just coming back onto the floor to warm up. We're going to take a break, do a little business, and we'll bring you back in for the second half of this girls game, starting off our doubleheader on this night of our fight against cancer. Coaches versus cancer here from Anacortes. Be right back after this.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Well, you can see there on your screen the Seahawks going through something of a warm-up.
Yeah.
Just coming back out and getting loose again. We haven't seen the Cougars re-enter the floor yet. Less than a minute to go here in our halftime from the first part of our doubleheader tonight.
Yeah, their head coach is out here, but I don't see they might be having a conversation of, hey, everybody better be doing what coach told us.
Yeah.
Like, senior leadership right now is probably letting everyone know what the expectation is here.
Could very well be.
Half.
And now we see them come back out on the floor with 31 seconds left to go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. There might have been a moment back there in the locker room where somebody said, hey, hang on just 1 second before we go out.
Right. So I know what coach said, but
dig deep.
Let me amplify it a little bit.
Dig deep. And that does usually come from one of your seniors because it starts off with something like, this is my last year.
Right. Like, don't hose me here.
You need to step up your game.
I know it's a team game, but don't hose me right now. Because, by the way, you're going to be in my shoes here soon. And you don't want it to happen to you either.
All right, 8 minutes on the clock for the third quarter here. 26-10 your score as Lakewood will start the second half with the ball based on the possession arrow. There's the inbound pass. They are working from the right to the left.
Yeah, foul there on Rafka.
Yep, we're going to get a call on Dow starting things off.
She's playing good D there for a minute, though. And she was being a pest herself, so.
That will be her second.
I see Jackson Kirkpatrick and Mark Medallia rolling in the gym here. Of course, Mark's mom, Susan, will be the representative for Coaches versus Cancer for the boys tonight.
Freen from behind gets a hand in there, and that's going to get called to foul. That'll be her first.
First personal foul, second team foul. Sid goes up the line, shooting 2.
So the Seahawks start off with 2 quick fouls here in the second half of play. There's a shot, and it's good.
Oh, she's 2 for 3 from the line herself so far tonight. But again, no points coming from the field other than from
Jelly?
Jelly,
yeah. Second one's good as well. 26-12 now your score. Rundgren with the ball. Cross midcourt. Over to Dow. Back to Rundgren. To Bowman. Rundgren for the deep 3. It's good! Wow.
That's her second made 3 of the evening. I think she's about 2 for 4 from behind the arc there. I'll take 50% from behind the arc, Lou.
That was a nice tempo on that shot. She just she figured, okay, you're gonna give me the room. I will pause, think it through, and make the shot. There we go. Nice D on the part of Anacortes. Lakewood having trouble just working against the defense here.
Whoa.
Deep shot. No good. Rebounded. Nice rebound by Lakewood. Freen comes down with this one, though, after the second miss.
Did I miss something as to why we were shooting from half court?
I heard somebody yell 4-3, and she let it fly.
Okay.
Here's a three-point attempt by Anacortes from Bowman. No good. Rebounded by Lakewood. So just here in the first couple of minutes, Lakewood looks like they are trying to win the rebound war that they were losing through the whole first half. Maybe that was a point of emphasis in the halftime break. Cougars moving the ball around. Once again, struggling to penetrate the defense. Here's a shot that's going to go off the rim. Freen will knock it back in bounds and off the foot of a player.
Yeah.
And that will go off of Tupoloa. Schmidt into the game for Lindsey Bowman for the Hawks. Rundgren comes down the floor. 6 minutes to go here in the third period of play. Anacortes ahead by 17 points, 29-12.
There we go.
They work it into Freen. Freen on the bounce pass to Hofstedt. No shot.
Oh.
She stepped on the baseline.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens.
Right?
Which is too bad. It was a great idea. It worked very, very well.
Well, like I said, to break down that 2-3, you just get the ball into your high post. It opens up so many things. Reverses and, short corner, baseline runners, everything. Oh, nice steal.
Hofstedt with the steal. Got to get that ball under control first. There we go. She goes to Schmidt. Schmidt goes straight up for 2, rolls across the top.
That could have been a blocking foul there.
We are going to get a foul called.
Yeah.
That is going to get called against Schmidt.
I did not see that. I thought she was on the floor, unless he was calling it way after the fact. That's Haley's second.
Yeah, so let's see. Dow, Schmidt, Bowman, and Hofstedt all with 2 fouls now.
Right.
5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. 29-12 your score. Anacortes leading, as they have every minute of this game so far.
Yeah, right off the tip. The opening tip, it was 2-0. Yeah.
Hofstedt breaks that up, sends it into the bench. Doesn't result in a turnover, but it does disrupt the offense. Almost does it again.
Yeah.
And again.
Oh, we're going to get a foul here on Gabby, I think. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Good call. So that will be her first of the night. Rundgren leading the offense with 15 points so far on the evening. Lakewood inbounds the ball. They get it around Freen and manage to put it in.
First field goal for anyone other than Jelly.
29-14 your score. Schmidt with the ball goes to Rundgren. Rundgren thinks about it again. She's like, you're going to leave me up here.
Yeah.
I will take those 3. She goes to Hofstedt on a nice pass. Wide open for 3. There it is.
My goodness.
I gotta tell you, Dave, the defense for the Cougars almost looks like they're daring her to shoot those.
Yeah. It's really surprising. It's not a secret.
Seems like a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to
get an offensive foul. Yeah. Yeah, off arm there.
That's going to go against Rundgren, I believe.
Little ticky-tack, but it's the right call if you're going to blow the whistle.
And there's another player with 2 fouls for Anacortes. 5 team fouls to nothing so far in the second half. That could become a factor here. We're only halfway through the third quarter of play.
I have a feeling they're not going to end the game with 6 like they did the first half.
Not at this pace.
Right.
Schmidt makes a pest of herself and comes up with the ball. Great job. And Schmidt puts it in for 2.
Her first 2 points of the night, Lou, but as we've talked about, she's been a factor in many other ways defensively.
Really fun to watch.
Yeah.
Jelly Perry working her way through the defense, trying to find some way to get down to the baseline.
Nice
she does.
Move.
Makes a nice move, and Perry puts it in for 2.
Wow. Even with the help coming, she just cut back inside. Good body control there.
She got skills, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Inside pass to Freen, a little bit too high. Ball is turned over by Anacortes. Now here's a long pass that Rundgren's going to intercept. He'll get the ball back coming down the other way. Stop, puts it up for 2, no good, rolls over the top of the rim.
Out of bounds.
Hofstedt tries to save it, but she can't. That'll be a Lakewood ball coming back down the other way. So we will do our best to keep you up to date on games going on around the county, around the conference. So far, though, the only game that's been updated is ours on the Northwest Conference website. We know Meridian and Bellingham are playing as we get a foul called stop and play. And Linden and Linden Christian are playing as well tonight on the girls' side of the house. The cat fight, that's right. Linden and Linden Christian.
Right. So that foul was on Melissa Freen.
Well, that's good. She was the only person that had 1.
Right.
So now everybody's got 2.
Full timeout here by the Seahawks.
We'll stay with you through this timeout. So 3 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Third period of play. Seahawks ahead 34-16. So far, pretty firmly in control since about midway through the second period.
Yeah. They got on that 8-0 run to start it and just only allowed 3 the whole quarter, scored 13. They've been consistent, 13 each of the first 2 quarters for the Seahawks. 8 so far, 8-6 though. Lakewood,
right.
A little more here.
They're finding a way.
Yeah.
They are finding a way. Linden Christian leads the conference here.
For the girls
for
also.
the girls.
Yeah.
Girls as well as the guys. Yeah, I'm safe saying that no matter which gender I'm talking about. And of course on the boys side, Linden Christian, the only team to defeat the Anacortes boys so far this year. So they've got it going on up there.
Yeah.
Linden Christian. That's good. That's terrific.
Yeah. They've got a player in Cole Badgema. His sister plays volleyball at UW. She's terrible, just an All-American, no big deal. But Cole is a phenomenal basketball player, and it'll be interesting to see what he gets to do at the next level. But oh wait, he's only a junior. We get to see him again next year. Yay! So Harry steps to the line.
So 16 fouls so far for the Hawks here in the second period, and none so far for the Cougars. So
that's one way to let a team back into the game.
Yeah, that really could become a factor. As Jelly
Perry plays soccer, doesn't she have that build of like a fast little midfielder?
She certainly has. Yeah. She certainly has speed. That is for certain.
That kind of stockier build. Might even be a defender.
Outside from Rundgren, no good. Schmidt gets the rebound, puts it up, and she's going to the line.
You bet.
Let's see if she can make it a three-point play.
The foul was on Perry. That's her second. Well, there's those offensive boards we talked about, Lou, would start paying off if they keep getting them. And Haley gets an offensive board and gets the putback there.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play, too. She positioned herself really well.
Yeah.
Grabbed onto that ball, and okay, no good. Oh, but there's Schmidt right in the middle of things. I see she's also learned the technique of after her hand goes in, she comes out and puts both hands straight up. Like, I'm just standing here.
I didn't touch her, I promise.
Oh, ball gets loose on the floor. Let's see who's going to get called for it. That will be a jump ball.
Yeah.
And we have one ref calling a foul. Oh, no, timeout.
Yeah.
The timeout. Yeah. This will be a 30-second timeout. And again, we'll stay with you during this here at the 3-minute mark of the third period of play. 36-18 now your score.
The way he was calling that, Lou, kind of looked like those NFL referees that are all big and buff, and they always got to make sure that they do the hand motions really slow, like
the Ed Hockley. The Ed Hockley.
Yeah, right.
Just let me blow my whistle, get the camera on me, and here we go.
Here comes the gun show.
Coach Welk talking to the team here. Just a few quick reminders about how to lock that defense down.
Just, I know we're up 18, and it doesn't appear they're going to be able to make a big enough run to come back, but we can't let up because they're good enough where they can. It doesn't appear that's going to happen, but they're good enough where it can if you don't take care of your own business. So defense doesn't stop no matter how much you're up. If the offense slows down, that's fine, but the defense has to keep going no matter what.
No, I very, very, very rarely have ever heard a coach say, there was just too much defense tonight. We got to knock that off.
Matter of fact.
You can push too hard on offense. I have heard coaches say that. I've said that myself. You guys are trying too hard to get the ball in the bucket. You got to let the game take care of itself here. But I've never heard anyone say, we've just got to lighten up on the defense.
I can tell you as a coach, I've said our defense was pretty good. But I've never said it was excellent.
And Hofstad's going to get called here for a push, and that could be significant.
Yeah, that's going to be her third, and also puts Lakewood in the bonus the rest of the way, Lou.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So we got 11 minutes worth of bonus shooting on every foul that's not offensive by the Hawks now for the Cougars.
We see Lindsay South. Looks like she's getting ready to come into the game, so we'll see if they pull Hofstad.
Now we give up an offensive board.
Here's an outside three by Lakewood. No good. Freen reaches up tall and grabs that. Works her way through the Lakewood players. Gets it to Rundgren. They come quickly back down the floor to Dow. To Schmidt at the top. Over to Rundgren on the right-hand side. To Freen crossing the middle. Freen takes a tough elbow to the side of the head.
That's a quick 3-second call.
Yeah, 3 in the key there. First time we've heard that. Hofstad comes out of the game, as does Dow. South into the game with Bowman. And Perry with the ball. Tries to go down the right-hand side, accepts the screen. Now works into the corner.
Boy.
Here's a three for her. Off the back, no good. A little bit of volleyball play there by Freen. She pops it out to Rundgren. Rundgren on the run. No call there, although there's a little bit of contact in the hands. Rundgren can't get the ball to fall. Schmidt thinking of a three, puts it up, no good. Ball rebounded by number 22 of the Lakewood Cougars, and she'll come to the line, or she'll come down and shoot a three, no good. Perry with the rebound. She goes out to the three line, puts it up, no good. Rundgren with the rebound.
Hawks are getting a little lucky this quarter. I understand why Coach Welk is going to want this timeout.
Things just getting a little bit lax.
Yeah.
Things just getting a little bit lax there for Coach, and that's a great idea. Let's call everybody together and go, look, we got 1 minute and 49 seconds to go here in the third period of play, and you guys are not playing like it's tight. You're playing like you're 36 to 18.
Well, if you don't play the way you're supposed to, no matter what the score is, later in the season when you do qualify for a district tournament, the games are generally very tight.
Yep.
Now you're not in the right mindset, you know, you get a little lead, and you just got to keep, like I said, keep the defensive end going anyways. Don't be giving up these offensive boards. Perry has had 2 or 3 offensive boards herself this quarter.
Yeah, and how many times have you said that? You know, don't look at the scoreboard. Don't worry about what the other team's doing. You guys do what you're supposed to be doing, and do it as best you can the whole way through.
Whether you're ahead or behind, just play your game.
Schmidt with a bad pass. She was looking for someone to be crossing there. Throws the ball out of bounds. Turnover. A little mental error there for Anacortes.
Nothing a coach loves more right after a timeout.
I know we just talked about that. Minute 36 to go here in the third period of play. Perry with the pass. Outside three, no good by Lakewood.
Okay, maybe she plays softball. Do you see the arm on her with that pass? Yeah. Holy cow. I just saw an orange blur.
Bowman with the outside three, and it's good.
There we go. Lindsay's first points of this quarter gives her 8 total, though.
Boy, those threes are just daggers. You can see the shoulders of the Lakewood players just sink when one goes in.
Right.
Perry tries to answer. She can't. Schmidt comes down with a big rebound. She'll bring it up the floor.
Oh, whoa. That's definitely going to be a foul. That'll be Perry's third. She tried to run away with her hands up, but it was a little too late at that point.
Missed it by that much. Schubert back into the game for Lakewood. Tupuola comes out. Anacortes with the ball now. They get to Freen down low. She passes. Nice pass to South. South can't get it to fall. Schmidt comes away with it on the rebound. Freen calls for the ball. Here's a shot from the corner of the from the elbow, and it's good.
Two more for Freen in that area. She's made a few of those tonight, right from the elbow.
And I like the way she called for that.
Yeah.
I'm right here. I know I can do it right here. Ball, ball, ball. Oh, defense is going to get called here, but it was it was a nice wall they built right there.
Yeah.
And that will get called on Freen. Yep.
That's her third.
And that will result in a 1-and-1 opportunity for Lakewood.
Checking in with the Seahawks is number 12, Una White. Also checking in number 31, Maddie Holmes.
And I take it back. You are correct. That is Una White. They called her as number 12. So she's wearing 12 instead of 25 is what's happening there.
Okay. I thought that was her. It's not like I know her that well, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Una.
I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Right.
And you were right. So Una White into the game for Anacortes wearing number 12. She has the ball now. She'll go back up to the top to Rundgren.
I missed who made that free throw, Lou. I apologize. I don't know if you happen to
Number 22 for
thank you.
Lakewood.
She made 2 of them, actually, right?
That's correct. 41-20 now your score.
Yeah.
And there's the shots. No good. And that's going to end the third period of play. So 41-20. Seahawks leading the Cougars as we head towards the fourth quarter. We're going to take a little break, do a little business. We'll be right back after this message.
You're watching.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at kennellykeysmusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
And so we get ready for the fourth quarter of this game. 41-20, Anacortes leading the Lakewood Cougars. Visiting here at the Anacortes High School Gymnasium, Dave Wilder and Lou D'Amelio on behalf of the AHS Live Broadcasting crew, bringing you tonight's doubleheader presentation of 2A basketball on a blustery night in the Northwest.
That it is.
It's one great thing about basketball season. It's usually a good night to be inside.
Yes, sir.
Anacortes moves the ball around the arc. Rundgren puts it up for three, no good off the side of the rim. And Perry comes away with it. She'll bring it up across midcourt. Works her way around the defense, puts it up. Goes for the bank shot, no good. Rundgren now comes down the floor. She'll go to Smith, or to White. White puts it up, no good. Anacortes comes away with it though, in the hands of Lindsay South.
Yeah, another offensive board for Lindsay.
She'll go to Rundgren. They're just daring her to shoot from outside there.
Well, they're daring Uno too, apparently.
You know? And that ball's going to go out of bounds. It will stay Anacortes.
Now, I honestly don't know if Uno is a good outside shooter, but if she is, she shouldn't be passing that up.
Well, let it fly.
Yep.
There's a nice inbound there. Oh, too bad. Just can't get it to go. Madison Holmes had an opportunity, couldn't make it happen. Jump ball on the floor. That will be a Lakewood ball based on the possession arrow.
I hate that rule. I'd love to see him jump it up each time.
Yeah,
the NBA does.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's a flop. Oh,
that's going to go against Rundgren.
That's such a flop. I don't like that call at all. Well, they got to me finally. A minute 17 into the fourth quarter. I had to complain about a call. Oh, horrendous.
Well, that one's going to be her third. But most importantly, as we pointed out before, that gives an opportunity for scoring with the clock stopped here for the Cougars.
Right.
And that will continue on through the oh my goodness.
Wow.
Count the basket. There will be another foul. And that one will go against Madison Holmes.
That's her first.
But that is number 9 on the big board versus only 2 team fouls for the Cougars. So soon here we'll be in a double bonus opportunity for the Cougars every single time.
Yeah, it's 16-8 overall for fouls.
Here comes Rundgren with the ball now. And she'll get it to White. They'll move it over to Bowman. Back to the top to Rundgren. And she'll take the shot for 3. It's no good. Huffstedt gets in there, almost gets the rebound. Huffstedt was complaining there. She got pushed to the floor. No call. There's an outside 3 by Lakewood, and it's good.
That's a good-looking shot from Uno. I don't know why she passed that other one up.
Yeah, no kidding. You're going to leave her out there.
Number 11, first 3 points of the game for her for Lakewood.
Malia Ryden. No shot. No shot.
Violation again.
Ooh, that's a second time Anacortes called for the three in the key call. Freen back into the game for Anacortes. You know, in that tempo that you felt in the second part of the second quarter, just not there.
No.
Just not there from Anacortes right now.
Not at all.
41-25 your score now. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in this game. Over the top from Lakewood, recovered by Anacortes. Huffstedt with the ball. She'll go to Dow. Dow will bring it up the floor across the midcourt stripe. Set things up to the top. She'll go down to the post to Freen. Freen with a nice move around the outside, and Freen puts it in for 2.
Yeah, buddy.
That's her 14th point of the night.
That was a heck of a move there. And use the glass.
Rundgren's got 18. Here's Perry outside for 3, no good. Anacortes has things just shut down under the boards and comes away easily with the rebound. Rundgren moves the ball up to Dow. Now to Rundgren. Over to the corner they go. There's a shot. No good from Bowman. But a putback by Dow.
Left his first 2 points of the night. Nice job there.
Anacortes up by 20 with just about 5 minutes to play here. And we do remind you that between games, we're going to have some festivities here on this Coaches versus Cancer evening. So we invite you to stay tuned between games, and then certainly stay with us for the boys game that's coming up after that. A lot of good stuff happening tonight on AHS Live. So get comfortable and stay with us. Great defense on the part of Anacortes. Once again, forces a bad shot on the part of the Cougars as time runs out. Pass to Hofstad. She can't get a handle on it.
Checking in for the Cougars, number 10, Riley Lloyd. Also checking in is number 4, Nicole Miller.
Nicole Miller wearing number 4 into the game for the Cougars. So as we said, it's been a tough series of games here for the Cougars, and tonight does not look like it's going to cheer them up any the way things are going.
And that'll be a foul on Melissa Freen.
And that will be Freen's 4th, if I'm counting correctly.
Yes.
So she starts to jog towards the bench. But what we wait to see here is it just going to be a discussion, or is it going to be a substitution? It looks like it's just going to be a discussion.
Right. A little coaching moment.
And that will bring Jelly Perry to the line, and she will shoot. Oh, she can't get that one to go. I think she was perfect from the line before that, right?
She was 2 for 3, actually. She missed her
last
one.
Did she? Okay,
yeah.
There you go. Anacortes maintaining that 20-point lead at this point, 45 to 25.
Timeout Lakewood. Full timeout.
Oh, Lakewood's going to take a full timeout, and we're going to do the same, folks. We're going to do a little 30-second break here. We'll be right back after this message.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
We welcome you back into Anacortes High School Gymnasium, home of the Seahawks. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in the first game. And you can see Coach Welk there talking to his team, making sure that this last 4 minutes of play goes exactly the way he wants it to. And Dave, as you know, as a coach, this is never a time when you're like, well, let's just cruise to these last 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Even with a 20-point differential, you start telling players, I want to see you doing this, I want to see this, I want to see this many defensive effort, this much defensive effort, I want to see this many deflections. You give them goals to work on in these last 4 minutes so we don't relax and just assume the win.
Well, and even if you haven't been in the whole game and now I'm putting you in, I have the same expectation of you as I do someone that's already played 20 minutes. It doesn't matter to me.
Nice pass over the top. Rundgren puts it in for 2. And that's her 20th point of the night.
That's a good night.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We're not done yet.
Right.
So Lakewood seeing if they can answer here, trying to work their way around the defense. They get it down low, but it comes back out on a mishandled ball. Now to the baseline they go. Well defended by Anacortes. Pop-out pass to Jelly. She goes outside for the 3-point shot. No good as time expires. They get a new clock just in time, but it will go back to Anacortes on the rebound. Rundgren with the ball now to Dow. Dow back to Rundgren. Through the middle. They get the ball to her in the paint. She puts it up for 2.
Like we didn't know that was going in.
I don't want to say made it look easy, but man, she made that look easy. 3 minutes to go here in the game. You get the sense that Jelly Perry is playing at a little bit different level from perhaps some of the other players on the floor from Lakewood. She's doing some directing here of traffic. They create an opportunity for her. She bounces the three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Here comes Bowman with the ball down the floor. She waits for the offense to go pass and puts it in for two. Nice, smart play on the part of Lindsey Bowman.
That puts Lindsey into double digits there. Gives her 10 if my calculations are correct.
I concur.
Okay.
Outside shot by Lakewood, no good.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. And that will be Anacortes'. Freen did a good job there, just locking onto that ball.
Yeah. Haley Schmidt, Una White, and
Lindsey South.
Okay.
51-26, your score. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to play as Schmidt moves the ball around into the hands of Una White. Great ball movement inside. Gives Freen an opportunity to put in another two, and she makes the most of it.
Nice pass by Lindsey South there.
Just really selfless there. 4 good passes. Freen right where she needed to be, puts it up for her 8th point of the second half. Good ball moving on the part of Lakewood there. Just can't get the shot to go, and there's going to be a foul called here.
It's going to be on Melissa, I think, which will be her 5th. Yep. That is her.
No, that's on South. That will be her
Oh, they
first.
said 32. I apologize. I thought he said 33. Well, that's good. That keeps Melissa.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah.
Lakewood unable to capitalize on the first attempt. We'll see Maddie Holmes into the game for Melissa Freen. Likely the last we'll see of Freen tonight. Good game for her.
Yes, no doubt.
18 points on the night.
Yeah.
Some great defensive efforts, a lot of rebounding.
And then Maddie Holmes gets a nice rebound right out of the gate there.
Goes to White, White to Schmidt. Schmidt will bring it back up on the dribble. The clock, of course, is the friend of Anacortes at this point. No great rush. They move it over to Schmidt. She's got an open opportunity for three, but she'll pass down into the post. Ball gets deflected out of bounds by Lakewood.
Well, right now, Lou, other than Lindsey Bowman, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Lindsey is a senior, but the other 4 players will be back next year.
That's right.
Along with Gabby Rundgren and Melissa Freen.
And there is White for 3 as she gets on the board for the night.
Oh, corrected to 2.
Yep, corrected to 2. Okay, well, it looked like a 3 to me, too.
I thought so.
Here comes Schmidt. Nice.
Wow.
Schmidt makes the layup for 2. That's her 6th point of the game.
Yeah.
All in the second half. Big defense in the first half, big offense in the second. Not a bad night.
Not a bad night.
Less than a minute to go here as Lakewood tries once again to get the ball inside. They lose the handle, and this one's going to be a jump ball as well.
Lindsey Bowman in there on the jump possession of the Seahawks. Didn't we get the last one? Thought we did. Even if we get 2 in a row, I like that rule.
I'm trying to remember. There must have been another one in between, but you're right. I thought we got the last one as well. So.
Yeah.
But we will defer to the scorekeeper's table. That's who matters. Oh, little alley-oop attempt there by Schmidt. She almost pulled it off. Great pass by Bowman.
Oh, nice.
Here comes Lakewood. Little scoop shot, good for 2. That was Perry.
That's her 15th point of the night, Lou. That's about what she gets.
Yep. And Anacortes will hang on to the ball here as time expires. 3-2-1, and so the final score in this game. Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Give it a rest.
I know we played to the end, but that's a little.
Final score in this game going to be 57 for the Seahawks, 28 for the Cougars. Anacortes comes away with a nice win, moves themselves up to 3-5 overall in the conference.
Right.
And folks, we're going to take a little break. Give you an opportunity to stretch your legs. Come on back, though. We're going to do some post-game stats, and we've got our coaches versus cancer presentation.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at kennellykeysmusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall, Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Well, folks, welcome back in live here. Tonight's presentation of Coaches versus Cancer is about to get underway.
Yeah.
And when that gets started, Dave and I will back out and we'll let you listen to the festivities here live. Always a really, really cool evening as we all recognize the need for us to pull together to fight against cancer. Cancer affects pretty much every family, every person you've ever known at some level, whether personally or someone else in their family or a close friend. And so Dave and I are going to take a back seat here and give you a chance to listen in.
Basketball game between the visiting Lakewood Cougars and your home Anacortes Seahawks. Games are played all across the Northwest Conference this evening and Friday night in honor of our Coaches versus Cancer. This marks the 10th anniversary of the Northwest Conference raising cancer awareness as we all battle the impact cancer creates. We also want to honor these individuals and families who have or are currently battling cancer. There continues to be valuable life lessons taught to our athletes about caring for others, giving to a common cause, and working together to combat a common foe, which is cancer. Special thanks to Roger DeBoer and Cloud9 Sports, who every year have donated the Coaches versus Cancer t-shirts worn by our coaches to create league-wide solidarity. Over the past 10 years, with your support, the Northwest Conference has raised over $122,000 through these Coaches versus Cancer contests. Funds has been raised through t-shirt sales and donations, with all monies donated to local cancer centers. Monies collected this evening will be donated to the Island Hospital Merrill Cancer Care Center. Please consider donating to this worthy cause, as members of the Anacortes High School ASB leadership class will be in the stands collecting money shortly. First, we'd like to take a moment prior to introducing our honorary coaches to recognize those who are wearing the purple ribbons and celebrating you as cancer survivors. Let's give them a round of applause. Now let's take a moment and let me introduce tonight's honorary coaches. First honorary coach we'd like to introduce is Ava Cerruti from Lakewood. Ava Brooklyn Cerruti hoped to play basketball for Lakewood High School. Last year at 11, she had a headache that wouldn't go away. Her mother took her to the hospital where 24 hours later, having been diagnosed with a brain tumor, she went through surgery. During the length of her illness, she went to school when she felt good enough and begged her mother to play basketball with her teammates on her AAU team. She loved basketball, school, and making people laugh. Ava passed away 4 months ago at the age of 12. She would love to be playing basketball here tonight with you all. Ladies and gentlemen, Ava Cerruti. The next honorary coach we'd like to honor is Victor Garcia, Anacortes. This is Victor's cancer journey. This time last year, I had a surprise result on a routine test that many physicians now exclude. This led to a biopsy which was negative. The test that was out of bounds continued to increase, and I pushed for further testing. This revealed stage 4 cancer in my spine, a diagnosis which gave me an average 1 to 5 years to live. As an active man of 55, I bike, commute to work year-round, I hunt, fish, scuba dive, and hike. As a father of 2, I was not ready to give up. I decided to battle my cancer aggressively and to accept treatments that would limit my former activities along with my facial hair. I was now introduced to the life of the patient at our amazing Merrill Cancer Center at Island Hospital. I was lucky. I was able to miss only a handful of half days from work while undergoing chemo. I was able to retain the job I love, teaching students at Anacortes High School. Most of all, I was supported by parents, former students, and the people of this community. The generosity of this community allowed me to make a biologist dream trip to the Galapagos with my son, where I got to dive with hammerheads and other sharks. This generosity and the time that aggressive treatment has given me will allow me to tick off some other items off my bucket list. Best of all, my cancer responded to this aggressive therapy, and it is not gone, but it is keeping quiet. I've been able to continue teaching, to keep hunting, fishing, bike commuting, and working out at the gym. I've been able to enjoy friends, family, and this place that I love. If I have any advice, it is this: get your checkups. Early detection saves lives. Second, fight this stuff with optimism, gratitude for every day, and a sense of humor. If you know somebody who's fighting this battle, let them know that I'm available to share my success and optimism, that I'm a good listener. If cancer wants me, it's going to have to chase me down and find me on my adventures. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Garcia. The next coach we'd like to, honorary coach we'd like to recognize is Jill Hennessis. This is Jill's story as told by Kirk McGilvery. Hi, I'm Coach Kirk McGilvery of Lakewood High School. Jill Hennessis is my mother, who's a proud mother of 2 boys, a tax accountant, and now a cancer patient. Last March, my mother had a fever and went into a walk-in clinic for help. After many tests, she was diagnosed with colon rectum cancer, stage 4, the worst stage. The cancer has spread to her liver and lungs. After surgery, my mother began chemotherapy. Every other week, she spends 4 hours receiving chemotherapy and another 46 hours at home with a chemo pump, who she affectionately is called Susie. The chemo treatment will continue until it does not work anymore. Eventually, her body will become immune and we'll have to try something else. The worst part has been the fatigue. Her hair is falling out, and sometimes she can't feel her toes and fingers, and it has been difficult to eat any food. I know my mother is glad to be here to watch these young men and women play basketball this evening. She's a person that leaves the dishes in the sink, the laundry in the hamper, and goes out into the world to enjoy all the moments she can. She drove me to millions of practices and thousands of games where we both made lifelong friends. I'm extremely grateful for everything my mother has done for me. She gave me life, she provided and protected me as I grew up. She supports all my passions. She's my friend, my teacher, and my mama llama. She won't express this word as much as we don't express this word as much as we should, but I love my mother. I look forward to all the moments I get to spend with her, but tonight is special. We get to do something we haven't done together since I was a little kid. We get to watch a basketball game together. Thank you, Mom, for everything. we will keep fighting and making more memories together. Ladies and gentlemen, Jill Hannes. The next honorary coach I'd like to recognize is Susan Medallia of Anacortes. Susan and her husband Joe have been big supporters of the Anacortes High School sports programs, having two sons, Mark and Andrew, who were three-sport athletes playing football, basketball, and baseball for all 4 years while in high school. There was rarely a time when Susan missed a game, as she was very passionate about sports and loved watching her kids play. On July 22nd of 2017, Susan went into the walk-in clinic at Island Hospital after having no feeling in her right hand for 5 days. She delayed going to the doctor right away, as she always had been very healthy and had the attitude, mind over matter, and my hand will get better. However, her hand did not get better, and she went into the medical clinic. After visiting with the doctor, she was sent over to the emergency room at Island Hospital, where a CT scan was performed. And by the end of the day, she was sent to Harborview Hospital in Seattle, having been diagnosed with a brain tumor. And by midnight, she learned that not only did she have a brain tumor, but colon cancer as well. The following day, the neurosurgeon came and met with Susan, and 4 days later, surgery was performed to remove the brain tumor. Susan had a tumor on the left outside part of her brain, which caused her right hand to not function. The tumor was a result of cancer cells spreading from the colon to the brain. The surgery at Harborview was a huge success, and today Susan is free and clear of any tumors on her brain, and her right hand was working at 100% when she came out of surgery. The next phase was for Susan to battle the colon cancer, and a plan was set in place at Seattle Care Alliance. In working with an oncologist, a regimen of very strong chemotherapy combined with pills daily started the battle to fight the cancer. For 6 months of a positive attitude, will, and determination to beat the cancer, Susan managed to fight the fight, and as of 2 weeks ago, the great news: her cancer is now in remission, and she will begin a preventative maintenance plan. Susan attributes her success to her excellent treatment, keeping a positive attitude, prayers and support from the community, and she said there's no better community than Anacortes for support. Combined with all her will to beat the cancer, in addition to all the new discoveries for new drugs for better results, this has led her to the success in beating this cancer. Susan has learned so much at Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, and through the donations raised, research is constantly being performed to find new ways to beat all types of cancer. Susan wishes to thank you all for your support and donations to the cause of finding ways to end cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, Susan Medallia. We are very grateful to recognize these individuals and their families as honorary coaches for tonight's games. Thank you.
Hey, commentators, you're going to be back on in 3, 2, 1.
Well, I don't care who you are or what you were doing before that. I know what you're thinking now. You know, that is just it is always so dramatic to hear those stories, and you sit there thinking, well, that could have been me. It could have been my mom. Could have been my wife, my sister, my brother, whoever. Right. It's a very, very personal tributes to hear folks talking about their story and their fight with cancer. Congratulations to all the survivors here tonight and the stories they tell. And we're gonna take a break, do a little business, and we'll be bringing you back here to get ready for our second game of the night here in our doubleheader, as the boys teams get ready to take the floor. They get warmed up tonight in our honorary Coaches versus Cancer extravaganza. From the Anacortes High School. We'll be right back after this.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
You're watching.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
Welcome back to Anacortes High School, and as you can see, both teams on the floor now, getting ready and warmed up for game number 2 of our doubleheader. The Anacortes girls prevailed in the first game, and Dave, you got some numbers to talk about there from that game? I've got a couple here.
You bet. Well, let's start for Lakewood. Their leading scorer, no surprise, was
Jelly
Perry with 15, and then again, I don't have a girls program, I apologize, but number 22 for Lakewood had 7 points.
Well, and I apologize too because everyone was wearing different.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's tough to keep.
I think that was Nicole Miller, though.
Okay, gotcha. But for the Seahawks, holy cow, quite a few got into the books. You had Una White with 2. And Rafka Dow with 2, but then you had Haley Schmidt with 6.
All in the second half.
Yeah. And then you had Lindsay Bowman with 10. Melissa Freen with 18, I believe is what I counted up. 7, 14, 18, yeah.
I agree, yep.
And then Gabby Rundgren with 20. And, you know, I don't want to take away from Lindsay South, although she did not score. She had a number of offensive boards while she was in the game.
Yeah, huge.
Or
as the president says, huge. Huge.
So, are we really going there, Lou? And then I want to touch again, in case people are joining us late, Haley Schmidt on defense is just, if you haven't come out and watched her play defense, win or lose, just watch her play defense. It's insane. And I'm just thankful again that I don't have to try and handle the ball against her because she would embarrass me. With being a pest, deflections and just tipping the ball and just in your grill, like, I don't want to smell your breath. Like, get away from me, you know? But really fun to watch. It really is. So, congratulations to the girls. That was a big win, 57-28.
Yeah, it was very, and again, from the wire to wire. They won the tip, put it in for 2 right out of the gate, and then never looked back. So, and I think you are correct that we're talking about here. The defensive notes are what really played the strongest in that game tonight. You know, although they put a lot of points on the board, the fact was they had a lot of opportunities because they were causing so many forced turnovers. They were stealing so many passes. They were causing so many deflections. They were, causing jump balls when they needed them. So that's great. That's what you want to see as a coach. You want to see that your team is hustling and they're creating offensive opportunities, not relying on the offensive opportunities to win the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So no, great game overall.
Defense creates offense, baby.
There you go. that would be a T-shirt right there.
Right?
Put that on a bumper sticker. Well, with 16 minutes to go before we get this game underway, both teams are warming up. Let's talk a little bit about what we can expect from this game. Now, the last game, both teams were 2-5 in conference coming together. They were fairly evenly matched up on paper for the girls. In this game, you could kind of make the same argument. Anacortes leading the 2A part of the Northwest Conference at this point. 13-1 overall.
Right.
One loss last week to the Lynx up
Right.
at Linden Christian. And Lakewood comes in also with a really strong record. I believe only 2 losses on the season, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I'm sorry, 11-4
yeah,
overall.
2 in league.
Yeah, 5-2 in league. So,
Right.
so you know, 2 solid performing basketball teams about to come together on the floor.
No doubt. I've had the opportunity to see Lakewood play once this year. It was against Ferndale. Ferndale had a bit of a rough night. Part of that due to Lakewood speed, but a part of it, Ferndale just looked out of sorts because they're a pretty good team themselves. But Lakewood didn't even have their starting point guard that night. And they still won by 17.
Yeah,
this team is no joke. This is one of those games where on paper, technically, yes, Anacortes is better, but until you get out here and play each other, who knows? Because Lakewood will get up and down the floor with you. They love to run, and they don't turn the ball over a ton. Now, we'll see. I haven't got to see them against the press yet, but in general, they don't turn the ball over a ton. They have a post that can almost match up with Jacob South, not quite. But they have a player that, well, first off, Lou, their point guard is number 14, Alex Jensen. Heck of a point guard. I've seen him play through AAU. You'll see him tonight. He started as a freshman last year, if that tells you anything. But the player I really like of theirs is a junior. It's number 24, Alex Coleman. He's a 6'2" wing, and he's just one of those guys that finds a way to get to the rim all the time. He's not going to shoot from outside.
He's going to work it into the paint.
I've seen him play 3 games in the last 2 years. Haven't seen him shoot a 3.
Interesting.
But he will put the ball on the floor, and he's getting to the hole. No matter what you think, he's getting to the hole. And he is a very determined player.
And I think that's one of the cool things about this matchup. These are both teams that rely on their speed.
Yep.
They're both teams that really focus on their defense.
Yeah.
You know, so in some ways, it should be really fun basketball to watch. Because
it should be.
We're gonna. I predict we're going to see throughout this game is long stretches where the ball is just moving back and forth up the floor at full speed, and the defense is creating opportunities for steals, and then it's just the ball's just charging right back down the floor. We're not going to see that. Okay, we've recovered the ball. Let's let them clear out of our backcourt, and we'll bring it down and set our offense. We're going to see wide open basketball as both teams rely on speed and the passing game.
Yeah, and that's going to be awesome for me because I just get to spectate while you keep talking because it's just going to keep going. There ain't going to be nowhere for me to jump in.
I got my jug of water right here. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm going to do my very, very best to keep
I
up.
don't even know why I have a headset on for this game because there's a good chance I might say 10 words this whole broadcast. So.
Yeah, no, and that I think that's really fun basketball to watch. I have a lot of respect for strong offensive teams that come down and they set their offense, they work their offense.
Oh,
you know, they've got their set plays. I love that, but I think I really enjoy watching just wide open basketball where players are breaking free and finding a way to find the open man and going for it.
And you will see that a few times out of these teams, and you'll see them both run their offenses efficiently. Yeah. But the way these teams run up and down the floor, you won't see a ton of sets like you normally would in most games.
Right.
I mean, who knows? Maybe it depends on how that particular defense is doing. Anacortes can cause teams to have to do that a lot more than they want to.
Right.
But we'll see. This is to me, this is a very interesting matchup. It's not just because of the broadcast. It's really been marked on my schedule.
This is a game right here. This is going to be a game right here, and it would be. I think it's interesting. It's a shot in the arm for either team. If Anacortes takes a second loss tonight, boy, that's that's really disappointing. We can live with one loss and still say we're a powerhouse team. You lose the second one, now you feel a little shaken. Right? Now we need to change things. We need to do something different.
Right.
And for Lakewood, I think for them, they're looking at a season where 11-4 overall, 5-2 in conference. This is an important win for them. They need this win to stay in the competition.
Well, and again, whether people like this RPI stuff or not, the reality is it's a part of this, the way this stuff works now. And it's a good win for either team, but it's a huge win for Lakewood as far as RPI statistics go, especially for that district RPI that takes far more things into account than the state RPI does. It's a far more mathematical analysis thing. And which they don't even release the information on. It's that that private, I guess. But
it's very top secret.
But the bottom line is, there's a lot more things taken into account. So for a team with a lesser record beating a team with a better record,
there's a huge upside for the win.
And the reality for Anacortes, you know, if they're fortunate enough to get through this district tournament, get to regionals and state, they're holding on to this #1 ranking pretty strong in the state RPI. But Linden, the gap is closing as games go on, and it should, because we play some opponents with lesser records. They're playing better records and vice versa, and it's just kind of coming together. And so if you're always trying to at least stay in the top 4 of that state RPI, because that means you don't have to play the first day of that state tournament. You get to sit and wait. You get
a bye on the first
everybody
round.
play.
Yep.
Get to see your opponent play the day before you play them. It's a pretty ideal situation.
But and you know, Dave, I think it's also important psychologically. Lakewood has something else to gain by coming here tonight, and that's you know, Anacortes has established itself as a really well-run, great basketball program.
Well, they're a flat-out powerhouse.
That's right. And so to come into the house of Anacortes and walk out with a win is a huge shot in the arm. You can tell yourself the rest of the season, anytime you're wondering and you're struggling, you can say to yourself, well, we beat Anacortes that night at home. So you know, let's recognize that, because for Lakewood, that also is a huge upside.
Let's keep in mind, with that loss to Linden Christian last week for the Seahawks, that was their first conference loss in 22 games.
Yeah.
They were 21 in a row, which is the second longest streak in the history of the conference. And it's not like they lost 6 in a row before they won the 21.
Right.
I believe it's something ridiculous. It's like 3 losses total in the last 3 years in conference. It is ridiculous. That this last one being the 3rd one. It's ridiculous. And it's awesome as a fan, don't get me wrong.
Oh, sure.
But for opponents, they got to be looking at going, holy crap, what do we do here?
Oh no, I think as you recognized, you said that you circled the calendar for this game early on. I'm sure that happened for this Lakewood team. That many weeks ago they said, all right guys, look at that. You know, there's a night where we're going to have to be working. We're going to bring our A game. We're going to be at our best.
Right.
And the week before, the week after, I don't know. But that night, we're going to be playing basketball. And I think it's fantastic. You know, when my kids were playing, if you are really a competitor, you're hoping for that opportunity.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of it. You wish every game was like that all season long, where you're just grinding and looking to dig your A game out.
Well, it makes you better come later in the season, because the games when you get to that district tournament and regional state, the games are so competitive. There's teams that you could, in the first few weeks of the season, you can go out and beat by 20. And then by the time you play in the state tournament, you're either losing or you're in a 3-point game.
Right, exactly.
It's just totally different by that point of the season. Everybody's got the same amount of practices in, got all their games in, and got gelled together. So, and what's amazing to me, real quickly, to touch back on this run that Anacortes has been on for a number of years now. First of all, coaching staff has stayed intact. That's huge.
Yes,
that's huge.
Is.
Number 2, not a lot of changes other than the players. I mean, we're a 2-3 zone defense. Everybody in the world knows this. It's not a secret. And yet they still come here, or we go there, and they have a hard time beating that zone. They know we're going to go a 2-2-1 press, and they still have a hard time not turning the ball over. To me, that says a lot about the coaches and the kids, both. Because obviously the coaches are, if you've ever been to an Anacortes practice, holy cow, it's intense, first of all. But second of all, every year you have different kids in some way, shape, or form. You obviously have some kids that played last year, but you always have someone new coming into this varsity team. And every year you find someone new that all of a sudden makes a difference. And every year they play defense, which is the hardest thing to do in basketball, is play defense. And somehow they figure it out every year consistently. It's just amazing to me. So, and Lakewood has a chance of that. Their AAU program, like ours, is solid.
It's solid, yes.
And this sophomore class of theirs, the Alex Jensen, those guys, is when I started to really notice, like, oh wow, Lakewood basketball is really starting to come together. And then of course they enter our conference, and I'm like, oh, that's just great. As if our conference wasn't tough enough.
And this is, I think it's pretty much agreed when you when you start talking about going to Yakima that if you are playing well in the Northwest Conference, in the northwest corner of this state, you're going to do well when you get to Yakima. The competition here amongst these teams is much more intense than a lot of teams see all year long. They might have one team in their conference that's really tough, but if you come here, man, there's 4, 5, 6 teams every year that can give you a go. And as we've seen, sometimes that's at the 1A level. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's really fun.
You know, I was watching this game the other night, Lou, against Blaine, and it was, scoreboard-wise, it was a blowout. I mean, we won 77-31. But I'm telling you, I'm sitting there watching Blaine, and most teams, when they're getting beat by 40, their effort is about half of it. Right. I was impressed. They worked their butts off the whole game through, and I'm just sitting there going, so yeah, you're winning by 40, but you're still not getting a night off because you can't even come down and relax on offense because these guys are all over you. So it's like you're still sweating. Like, can I get a break?
We're
just
still
one night
basketball.
in the Northwest Conference, just once, you know. But it just doesn't happen in this conference.
Does not.
So.
No, it does not. Hey, well, listen, Matt, we're just a couple of minutes away from getting this big game started. So let's do this. Let's take a break, do a little business, get that out of the way, and bring you on back for the start of our second game in tonight's Coaches versus Cancer Extravaganza from the Anacortes High School. We'll be right back after this.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at KennellyKeysMusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Well, folks, welcome back into our second game of the night. The Lakewood Cougars visiting Anacortes. The Anacortes Seahawks. Both teams now have warmed up. A minute and 20 or so on the clock before the break ends between games. We get a chance to hear the starters called. We'll see if Craig is recovered down there. That was a tough assignment for our floor announcer. You could tell during the Coaches versus Cancer thing, it's very personal for him. Kudos to him for sticking it out. It would have been easy to hand the mic to somebody else. It was obviously important to him to carry through and to persevere, and he sure did.
Yep. Yeah, he's braver than I. I'd be breaking down too, but then I wouldn't be able to continue.
I know.
That would
like
be the problem.
You know, once you kind of get to that point, it is hard to refocus. And like I said, I think I give him props because it would have been real easy for him to say, "Oh, I can't do this," and he didn't. He fought through it. Good on him.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Williams Gymnasium for tonight's Northwest Conference League game between the visiting Lakewood Cougars and your Anacortes Seahawks. We'd like to remind you that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom and that lessons are best learned with a proper respect is accorded to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during tonight's game. And now let's make tonight's starting lineups. For the Cougars, 6'6" senior, 00, Jonathan Cox.
There's the height matchup we were talking about.
He's a senior. Number 14, Tyler Blue. For the Cougars, a 6'1" senior, number 3, CJ McClellan. For the Seahawks, a 6-foot guard, he's a senior. Number 15, for the Cougars, a 6-foot sophomore, number 14, Alex Jensen. For the Seahawks, a 6'2" 2-inch forward, he's a senior, number 31, for the Cougars, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Caleb Dutzman. For the Seahawks, a 5'11" point guard, he's a sophomore, number 33, Cole Sims. For the Cougars, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Alex Coleman. And for the Seahawks, a 6'6" post, he's a senior, number 54, Whitaker II. This is by Tony Whitaker, Kurt McGillivray, Justin Thomas, Brandon Wooten, and Mike Fire. Seahawks are led by Brett Semp, assisted by Nate Sullivan, Todd Hinnerman, and Bryce Hinnerman. Team trainers Marcus Cole and Nathan Johnson. Team trainers Corey Smith. The officials for tonight's game: Mike Sender, Larry Musselwhite, and Jim Harmon.
You guys are back on.
All right, folks. Well, there's your starters for tonight's game. Both teams head out to mid-floor there, and you can see the matchup there between 6'6" Jonathan Cox and Cubs South, listed as 6'6" as well. So this should be an interesting start. And it goes Anacortes' way. Semp with the ball over to Lowry. Rodriguez now brings it to the line, passes down low. Oh. South makes a great move and puts on the first 2 of the night.
Yeah, like I said, he kind of matches up with Jacob. Jacob will kind of have his way.
Little floater for 2, and that'll tie things back up. And Dave, there's Alex Jensen being heard for the first time, and we're going to go fouls. That's going to go against C.J. McClellan.
Cougars foul number 3, C.J. McClellan. First personal foul, first team foul.
Good things happen when you run into the paint. I've always said that.
Yeah.
One of the outcomes can be that you draw the foul, and that was true right there.
Right.
And it's going to happen again.
Yeah.
Coleman called him this time. Yeah.
Right. Cougars foul number 24, Alex Coleman. First personal foul, second team foul.
So 2 team fouls for the Cougars in the first minute of play. Rodriguez at the inbound. Good coverage by Cougars. They break it loose. South recovers it. Gets it to Lowry. Lowry across the top of the arc. Over to Rodriguez, open for the 3. Yes, it is.
Nice work by the Hawks. They're continuing to work the pick and roll until they got something out of it, which ended up being a kickback pass.
Lakewood moving the ball back and forth across the top of the arc, trying to find a way to get through those elevator doors at the front of that 2-3 zone.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah.
The recovery of Court Senf is unreal.
Yep, Senf and Bluen up there is a really nasty combination if you're trying to work your way in. Oh, we're going to get a foul called. This one may go against Tyler Bluen.
I think it will.
Yes, indeed.
Number 14, Tyler Bluen, first personal foul, first team foul. Coleman's at the line, shooting 2.
So that'll bring Coleman to the line. 5-2 your score here in the early going. 5-3 now.
I like those shoes Coleman's wearing. They're pretty awesome.
You got to have game if you're wearing those shoes,
That's
man.
Right.
Lowry with the ball now. Hands it off to Senf. Senf will drive in, pass it back outside to South. Now they go outside to Lowry once again. He'll bring it inside.
Oh, we got to reach on Coleman. That is his second.
What? Yes, indeed, you're right, Dave. That is called on Coleman.
That's a
Coleman
good
looks
thing
at his
for the
coach and
Hawks.
says, yeah, Coleman looks at his coach and says, I know what I need to fix. I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see how long his coach rides that out. He doesn't.
Because I know how a coach fixes that.
Right, yeah. Usually it's by subbing you out of the game.
We got a space for you to sit and rest, think things over.
Right.
Senf with the shot, no good. Volleyballs it back outside. Bluen with the ball now. He'll drive in, finds himself a lane, puts it up for 2 on the fingertip roll.
He does that pretty darn well.
7-4 now your score. Hawks out in front. McClellan with the drive. Ah, he finds a way around South. Good job on McClellan's part. Good for 2.
So a little slower pace than we thought we were to start, but
outside to Rodriguez. Oh, no good.
But still a close game as we expected.
Yep. Dutzman with the ball. Not Alex Jensen. Now they go outside for 3. No good off the rim. South comes down with a rebound. Gets the ball to Lowry. Lowry drives it up the floor. Comes back outside the arc. Goes to Rodriguez. Rodriguez loses the handle. Lakewood comes up with it. Heading back down the floor in the other direction now. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. 7-6 your score. Anacortes up by 1. McClellan with the pass down to the post now. Jensen kicks it back outside. Back to McClellan they go into the corner. Spin move underneath, and we're going to get a travel call. On Coleman.
It's going to be tough for a team. They were passing the ball pretty well, and Anacortes recovered on every single pass.
Just not getting that open look. And we see Coleman come out of the game now. 2 fouls on a travel is enough to have him take a seat. And Michael Harris into the game for him for Lakewood. All right, Anacortes now working the passing game down in this end of the floor. To Rodriguez. Rodriguez crosses it over to Bluen. Dangerous pass. Harris almost got his hands on that. Now a little pop-up, no good from Bluen. Recovery Lakewood. Alex Jensen with the ball. He moves it to Harris. Harris gets shut down. Ball gets knocked away by Lowry. Good job. Gets it to Bluen. Bluen's got himself a lane over on the left-hand side of the hoop, and he puts it in for 2.
Nice job by Lowry there on the steal, and then Bluen picked it up and took off.
Jensen for a deep 3, no good. Recovered by Lowry. Lowry on the run, 1 versus 3. Semp from the right-hand side on the pass. Assist Lowry. Semp for 2. And that's going to prompt a timeout to be called.
Oh, you betcha.
By Lakewood. 11-6 as Anacortes begins to take away with it. Take a look at how fast Lowry comes down the floor here on the replay. Beautiful no-look pass over the shoulder. Semp puts it in on the fly for 2.
Lowry, I'm not saying he's Russell Westbrook or anything. I'm just saying at this level, he's the fastest player I've seen with the ball in his hands while dribbling. It's unreal. And it reminds me of Russell Westbrook, because in the NBA, he's clearly the fastest guy with the ball. So.
And that's what we were talking about before the game, Dave. You see that there? The ball gets popped into his hands. He does not think for a second about dribbling to let things clear out. He just starts running with the ball and figures someone will catch up with me.
That's what he figures, is my team better run with me.
Someone will catch up with me, Yeah, that would be a really bad thing to have Lowry break with the ball and find yourself as an offensive player standing in the backcourt.
Yeah.
I believe Coach Semp would have a few things to say about that. You better get hustling down the floor.
Right.
Run with the ball. Nice bounce pass inside there by Jensen. They get the ball to Harris at the top. Harris brings it inside, then goes outside to McClellan. McClellan has to get a handle back on the ball. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Outside shot for three, no good off the front of the rim. Recovered by South.
Should have been a foul, but
to Lowry. Lowry comes down, goes to Bluen. Bluen passing opportunity to Rodriguez on the far side. He shoots for three. Oh, off the rim, no good. Nice rebound by Harris coming back down the other way for the Cougars.
Yeah, that's the other thing I forgot to mention in the pregame, Lou, is we dominate on the boards pretty well, but Lakewood's a very good rebounding team. So if you don't make your shots, good chance you're only going to get one. So.
Jensen on the dribble now, tries baseline. South shuts him down. They give the ball to McClellan. He's covered by Bluen. Now Jensen again. Once again finds himself no place to go. Feeds it inside to Harris. Harris puts it in for two. Nice job on the part of the Cougars there to find an opening. Good job on Harris's part to find the hole.
Yeah, smart move by just putting a little soft touch on it, not trying to go up against the 6'6" Jacob South there.
Semp for the ball in the corner now. Goes to Lowry. Lowry's pass is intercepted. McClellan got his hands on it, comes away with it. He goes to the corner to Harris. Harris puts it up for three, no good. Over the top, doesn't touch rim. Grabbed by Rodriguez.
Nice rebound by Evan there on the air ball.
Bluen deep three. Oh, it's all nothing but money. Wow, he was basically standing right in front of the bench.
Yeah.
He was closer to the bench for Lakewood than he was to the three-point arc.
There's no doubt Coach Wiedeker could have definitely reached out and tapped Tyler right in the head if he wanted to.
Well, you can see on the replay there, just a great shot. So that gives Bluen 7 points on the night so far. 14-8 your score. We've got a minute and a half or so left in this first quarter of play. Has not disappointed so far, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. Peyton Wiener and Thomas Dillon have checked in for the Hawks there.
Schultz in the game for Lakewood. His pass gets deflected. Ball's loose on the floor. Let's see who's going to come up with it. Looks like Lowry. Lowry on the dribble now. Drives it down the floor.
Oh,
pass to
are you kidding
Rodriguez.
me?
Rodriguez puts it in for two for the right side and draws a foul.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
And there are some guys that play this game that play it so well that it just looks like they're just having fun the whole time. Watch this pass. Oh my goodness, that was a thing of beauty right there.
Oh my gosh. Unreal. Unreal.
Tristan Lowry can play him some basketball. That is just fun to watch. That's twice he's done that. Draw the defense over to him and then find the open man over on the right-hand side.
Oh, just missed.
Rodriguez's shot no good. 16-8 now your score. Anacortes ahead. Just about a minute left here in this first quarter. Duran with the ball. He'll move it over to the left-hand side. Ooh. Three-point attempt. No good. Rebounded by Semp. Semp now brings the ball across the 10-second line. He'll pass it up to Beener. Beener back to Semp. Now over to Lowry, into the corner to Rodriguez. Back to Lowry. Over to Semp. Semp for the three. Oh, no good off the back of the rim.
Back on.
And we're going to get called. Sure. Evan Rodriguez, you think, there?
Yeah. Push in the back. Yeah.
Number 31, Evan Rodriguez. First personal foul, second team foul.
So that's 2 team fouls for the Hawks. And Lakewood started off with a quick 2, and they have 4 team fouls now, but they kind of slowed down the pace there.
Right.
Might have been a little jittery there in that first minute or two. Jensen tries to drive the defense, no good. They close the door. Oh, but he finds someone inside, and they're going to get the basket and the foul. Coleman with the basket.
On Thomas Dillon there.
First personal foul, third team foul.
So that will bring Coleman to the line to see if he can make it a 3-point effort. 16-10 your score right now as Coleman gets ready to take his shot from the charity stripe. No good. Rebounded by Anacortes.
Wayne
Senf with the ball.
Jedlinski is checked in for the Hawks. Sorry, Lou.
To Beener. Beener to Senf. Back to Beener. Across the top they go to Lowry. Lowry uses the screen. Now to Jedlinski. Back to Senf. Senf into the paint. Crosses over to Jedlinski in the corner. Up the three, no good. Shot is short. Knocked out of bounds. Will be a Lakewood ball going back the other way. That's how the first quarter is going to end, folks. 16-10, Anacortes out in front of the Lakewood Cougars. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll bring you back for more basketball after this.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Oh, we got some good basketball for you here from the Anacortes High School Gymnasium. Pretty good sized crowd here tonight. Yeah. Watching the visiting Lakewood Cougars take on the Seahawks. The girls won the first game for the Hawks, and let's just see if the boys can do the same. 16-10 your score right now. And, you know, Lakewood came out a little jittery in that first couple of minutes. Some bad passes, some fouls they probably wish they could take back. Let's see if they can recover here in the second quarter of play. It will be a Lakewood ball to start things off.
Also checking in for the Cougars, number 3, CJ McClellan.
Lakewood is trying to utilize screens against the zone, but that usually doesn't work very well against the Seahawks.
Whoa! Loose ball
not a carry or something.
That will be a travel.
Just took him a little while to blow the whistle.
Alex Coleman lost the handle there. He was trying to find a pass. He just lost the handle on the ball. So, Anacortes ball now coming back down the other way. Lowry with it. He'll take the screen from Jedlinski, then he'll drive baseline after a nice move on the reverse. Can't get it to fall, but he does draw the foul.
What? How did he even get that to his left hand to even attempt the shot? Wow.
15, Austin Lane, first personal foul.
Lane with his first foul. Maybe the number 5 foul for the first period, or first half of play for the Cougars. Lowry to the line. Oh, can't get that first one to crawl in.
Lowry is yet to score tonight, but let's be honest, we wouldn't have 16 without some of the passes that he's made. So.
That's right, and just like that, he gets himself on the board.
See how I did that, Lou? See how I did that?
Yeah, well done, sir.
You know, when somebody's 4 for 4 from the line, you keep your mouth shut. when you need them to score,
yeah, talk it up.
They haven't scored.
Good work there, Dave. Nice work there, Dave.
It was
Wilder.
all me. It was all me. Yeah.
Into the corner they go for 3. No good.
Oh, nice rebound, Tyler Bluin.
Bluin grabs onto the ball, and he gets assaulted in an effort to get it away from him. No whistles, though. Coleman thought about the 3. Now he's going to kick the ball back outside. That 3 is also no good. Volleyball play on the part of Lowry. He pops it up. Bluin comes down with it. Well, there's a lot of contact in there. Finally, we get a call. This one, I think, is going to go against Caleb Dutzman. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Cougars foul number 20, Caleb Dutzman, first personal foul. 16 foul.
Look at this replay here. Look at that contact. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Excuse me while I maul you.
Yeah, and once he bumped into him, at least he was smart enough to then go ahead and continue the foul to make sure he doesn't get the shot in. So Caleb will come out, take a seat, and he's going to have a couple of coaches talk to him. Bluin now. Puts it up just a little bit short. Coleman comes down with the rebound for Lakewood. Now he's going to see some backcourt pressure. They drive through it. Coleman with the 3-point opportunity. No good. Boy, he thought he'd made it, but it did not go in. Jedlinski comes away with it. He goes to Lowry. Lowry on the run up the floor. to Bluen. Bluen backed into the corner, but Jelinski comes out and sets a nice screen for him. Creates a little bit more room. 20 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. Anacortes moving the ball well. Jedlinski, bad pass. Now we're going to see McClellan with it. It's knocked away. Wow. Wow. There's some basketball for you. Lowry inside. Finds the open man underneath, and Dillon finishes it off for 2. Assist Lowry. Wow.
Tommy's like, thank you very much.
And we're going to get a foul called here. A little bit too much defensive pressure.
Yeah, we'll see if that's on Lowry or Jedlinski. I'm not sure. Lowry, okay.
That will be his fourth team foul for the Hawks. 6 minutes to go here before halftime in this game. 20-10 as we see Wayne Jedlinski come out of the game for the Hawks and Evan Rodriguez step back in. And we're once again underway. Clock begins to roll past the 6-minute mark. Coleman comes inside. He's trying to find an opportunity.
So Lou, first off, I saw Coleman shoot his first 3 I've ever seen him shoot earlier. But if you've noticed, every other time he's doing exactly what I've seen him do.
Into the paint.
He wants to get the ball into the paint, yeah.
That last foul was called on Dillon. 5th team foul for the Hawks.
Lakewood really struggling with this zone here.
Yep, McClellan with the ball at the top. You're right, and as do so many teams.
I know.
We've seen this before. Nice shot out of the corner, no good.
Oh,
if we get a new clock,
they did not call a foul there. Oh my goodness!
And that will be on Dillon.
That's his 3rd. That's horrendous. That was a beautiful block.
Let's see the replay here. You can see the foul.
Yeah, you can see the expression there on Tommy's face, like, ooh.
Oh boy. Well, he might have got a little bit of hand there on the right-hand side. We'll see. At any rate, it brought Jonathan Cox to the line. Score now 20-11. Here's his 2nd effort. No good. South does a nice job of grabbing that, but it gets knocked out of his hands by Harris. Good defensive play, but Anacortes is able to retain possession of the ball. Lowry with it now. Harris has got some quick hands. You got to be careful there.
Yes. He's done well off the bench for him so far.
They're moving inside to the big man. Big man on big man. They go up. Ball comes loose onto the floor. He's trying to get it back outside. We're going to get a foul called. This one, I believe, is going to go against Jonathan Cox.
Happen. Oh no, they called it against Coleman. That's his 3rd, Lou.
Wow, okay.
Wow. I don't know if they got it on the right person. There was definitely a foul.
I did not see that. I was not looking there, honestly. I was looking at the big men fighting underneath there.
Right.
So we're going to see Caleb Dutzman checking back into the game.
But that's good for the Hawks. Coleman already had 4 points of their 11, so.
And the older coach Whitaker. It's the father-son team, but the older coach, Tony Whitaker, just leaned over to the ref and said, I'm going to need some clarification on that one.
Right.
3-point attempt is good from Adam Duran. Now Lowry comes back down the floor, drives right in the middle of the paint, puts up the floater, it bounces around, can't get it to go down. Cox comes away with it, gives it to Harris. Harris, nice move underneath, but he's well defended. There will be a foul called.
Right.
A little bit too much contact there.
Replay.
You can see him just on the replay there. He just kind of gets run over. Oh. This may be going against South. Yes, it is.
I didn't see the contact. No, I'm kidding.
What? They're calling that chippy stuff now?
How dare you call that?
Harris to the line. Just out of interest, both teams are in the bonus now. Both teams with 7 team fouls. 4 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter of play. 20-14 your score. Seahawks have been ahead since the tip and trying to stay there. Rodriguez with the rebound goes to Semp to Lowry. Lowry floats it over to Bluen. Bluen across the top of the 3-point arc. He'll go to Semp. Closely guarded by Duran. They work it across and into the paint. Ball gets loose.
Harris with his hands again.
Kicked ball.
Big ball.
Yeah, Harris is really fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Inbounded to Lowry. Lowry standing there by himself unguarded. Takes the long three. No good, but it was a good idea.
Right, definitely.
Clock winding past the 4.5-minute mark before we get to halftime in this contest. Second part of our doubleheader presentation tonight in the Coaches versus Cancer extravaganza here from Anacortes. Outside for three, no good.
What a rebound.
Cub goes up real big. South rips it down.
Wow.
Gives it to Bluen. Bluen across the 10-second line now. Over to the right-hand side to Self. Back to Bluen at the top. He'll take the deep three. No good off the bat. South grabs onto it, puts it up. South for two. His 4th point of the night.
Always nice we can get an offensive board and a putback.
Great pass underneath. Shot no good. Cox comes up with it. He puts it in for two. 22-16, your new score.
Very awkward looking, but it still counts.
Sev back to Bluen, over to Rodriguez on the left-hand side of the arc. Now to Bluen at the top. Once again, flexing that defense back and forth, looking for just that opportunity.
Oh.
Holy cow. We get some,
We're going to call
we
a
get some
double
grabby
foul.
going on back and forth.
We're going to get a double foul. Oh, no.
Wow.
Now they're going to call intentional on Lowry. That's horrendous. It is a foul on both of them.
Yeah, both were getting very grabby, and hopefully you've got a replay of that.
To call an intentional, that's just ridiculous.
Now they're discussing it. Let's see which way they go here. Lowry walks over the bench. He's talking to his coaches.
So definitely a foul on Jensen for the hold. We got that. And now we're going to have 15. He's calling an intentional. That's terrible. Just terrible. And that's Lowry's second.
So that will go against Lowry as an intentional foul.
That is
both teams now at 8. And the Anacortes coaching staff claiming, or trying to convince the refs that we should call them the same in both directions, not one or the other.
Right.
And you can hear the crowd as Jensen takes his two that come from the intentional foul.
But it also gives Lakewood the ball, too. Ball don't lie, Lou. Ball don't lie.
little basketball karma there at work. Yeah. Jensen unable to put either one in. 22-16 your score. And both teams now need to kind of get it back under control. The refs are conferring to see what they want to do next year, how this whole thing's going to turn out.
Yeah.
So emotions running high here between the two teams. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go before we get to halftime. 22-16 your score. Anacortes out in front. So both head coaches being brought together now by the ref, and they're going to have a conversation about how they've decided what they're going to do, but I think also just a reminder to both coaches, hey, going forward, let's make sure that we're just playing basketball and nothing else out here. At least that's been my experience how this conversation usually goes. It's a reminder that, hey, we're here to play ball. Let's make sure your players understand that.
Right. So. Well, we should be getting a 1-and-1, I think, is what they were trying to discuss here.
Yep. So 14 walks to the line. Bluen will go 1-and-1 here.
Because of the foul on Jensen.
Because of the bonus.
Was in the bonus.
Yep.
Correct.
And you can imagine if Bluen puts this in, As you can imagine,
Ball don't lie,
crowd
Lou.
is more than happy to get behind him on this. Yeah. And he makes them look.
Yes, he does.
24-16 now your score as we get ready to get play underway once again.
If it wouldn't get you in trouble, I'd be the guy that would turn to the guy that just missed and go, and that's how it's done. It should be Lakewood ball here, I believe. We'll see what they...
And they do, they're just making sure it's on the proper side of the floor, I believe.
Yeah. It's on this side for sure. It all happened here.
Basically where they're standing now,
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
It's not a jump ball, as I heard someone in the crowd.
Whenever there's a moment like this where there's some discussion going on, people always want to help.
Yeah.
So thoughtful for everyone just to yell out what we should do next. Field goal.
Field goal.
Field goal, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
All right, we're back to it. The clock runs, coming down on 3 minutes left here in the second quarter of play. McClellan with the ball. Now they move over to the left-hand side of the arc, back into the paint. They go down deep to their big man. He loses the handle on it. Manages to get it back. Oh, 15-footer, no good. Grabbed by South. And Anacortes has the ball going back the other way.
Lou, you're so much nicer than I. I would have been like 15-footer, not even close. And you're just like,
that's basketball karma, man. You got to remember that basketball. You got to build it up when you can.
I know.
Rodriguez has that ball held up high. He'll work inside the arc. Now he'll go to Semp. Semp will put it up for 3.
Oh, that's Beener. Peyton
Oh,
Beener.
my mistake. That was Beener. Yeah, good for you. Boy, I tell you what, that one was big right there.
Yes, it was.
My eyes are having trouble telling the difference between 33s and 22s.
Just look at the hair.
There you go. Yeah, straight up. Oh, nice shot there by Cox. Yeah, nice bank shot there. Cox puts it in for 2. 27-18 now. Clock working its way down to the 2-minute mark as Bluen comes up the floor. He'll drive the left side.
Foul on the ground, they're going to say, so it'll be a 1-and-1. Yeah. See who they call it on.
That will be on McClellan. Let's see. Yeah, you see a lot of contact there. McClellan's feet hardly moving. He just reaches out with his hand and shoves. And that's always going to be a foul.
It's kind of against the rules for some reason. So. In, out,
yeah,
in.
Bluen providing drama on his shots, not just putting them in. That's nice.
Right.
I've got him as 3 for 3 from the line. Is that correct? 4 for 4 from the line?
Actually, 4 for 5. Or yeah,
okay.
5 for 6, excuse me.
Quick ball movement there by Lakewood. That's what they were trying to do, but it did not work out. So Cox with the ball now. Now he'll work his way back inside after giving it to Jensen. Now he'll come up and set the screen for Jensen. Jensen tries to work it over. Into the paint they go. Lots of defense in there. Going to be pretty tough to find an opening. McClellan jumps in and grabs it. Jump ball.
Okay.
Good work by Peyton Beener in there.
Right.
Possession arrow gives it back to the Hawks. 1.5 minutes to play. Harris coming back into the game. And we'll see the big man Cox come out as Harris comes onto the floor.
I'd rather see Cox stay in, to be honest with you. Harris has been kind of a gnat.
Yes, he has.
Yeah.
Rodriguez passes inside to South. South puts it right up for 2. Assist Rodriguez.
With Cox out, it makes it a little easier to make plays like that, I guess. So.
Well, smart of Anacortes to go right there.
Oh, wow.
Mishandled ball is recovered by Bluen. Bluen drives to the hoop, puts it up for 2. No good. South comes in after him. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Anacortes. Will be a Lakewood ball coming back the other way. Adam Duran back into the game for the Lakewood Cougars. Token pressure from Semp in the backcourt.
We're giving them a little bit different look here defensively.
McClellan drives the floor.
That's probably
goes
not
up
how
strong.
it's supposed to go.
And we're going to get a foul called on Rodriguez? Or
South.
It's on South.
Yeah, that'll be.
There you go.
Seahawks foul number 44, Jacob South. Second personal foul, 19 foul.
Both teams with 9 team fouls now, with less than a minute, or just a minute to go now in the second quarter of play. Here's a shot from McClellan. And it's good.
Up and good. We're going to get a timeout by the Hawks here.
We'll stay with you during this timeout. Dave, this is something you talked about. This team, this Lakewood team, you just have the feeling that we're only a couple of possessions away from them being right back in it. You know?
Yeah.
There's no give up going on here, and they are definitely hungry.
This is a team really that until you're up 20 or more, to me, there's a chance they could get back in it.
Yeah.
You know, 20 for anyone is tough to come back from. It can be done, but it's extremely tough at any level. But 12,
no, by no means is this game anywhere close to over.
Right.
And I think that's the feeling I get here. It's just like Anacortes knows that every single possession really, really matters, because this team could come back on you in a moment. They get a little bit of momentum going. They get a chance to score a couple times like this with the clock stopped. They really take advantage of things, and all of a sudden you got yourself a 2 or 3 point game.
Well, we're just fortunate, I feel, that their best scorers on the bench with 3 fouls right now.
Yes.
To help us kind of
important part of the game.
Keep this lead where it is. So
Bluen to Semp. Down to Jaglinski. Now they move it over. Rodriguez with the ball. He works inside, finds himself an opening. He'll go to Bluen. Bluen well protected by Harris. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bluen will drive inside of the paint, look for an opportunity. He's going to draw the foul.
Nice.
Good idea.
They call it on. Let's see here. On Harris.
On Harris. Let's see that. You can see the drive inside here. Nice pass. Here's the setup. And then the foul. Yep, good reach in. Good call.
More drama from Tyler, but that one did not fall. As Cox checks back into the game for Harris.
Checking in for the Cougars, 00, Jonathan Cox.
When that happens.
Bluen puts it up, and it's good. Backcourt pressure from the Hawks with less than 30 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
Well, that one's going to go against Peyton Beener.
Yeah.
Didn't he step over and go back?
I just don't understand.
That will be his first, but it is a double bonus situation for both teams now.
Well, it might be tough for the Hawks to apply the pressure they normally do tonight, just because it appears that they're going to call everything. Not that Lakewood's not getting fouls called against them either, but the Hawks are used to being able to pressure.
Both teams in double bonus here, so it's not like it's lopsided. It's just, it does mean you have to change your defensive strategy a little bit because you know things are probably going to get called pretty tight. It's part of the game. You got to learn that in the first half, and then you got to react to it in the second.
Jensen missed the first, missed them both again, Lou.
That could prove to be costly coming towards the end of the game. All the shots that have been missed from the line by the Cougars so far.
He's 0 for 4 from the line.
Rodriguez well covered by McClellan, but he finds a way to put it up, and he's going to get a foul.
It's going to be a long game.
Yeah, and that does go against McClellan.
That's his third now, Lou.
This is a shooting foul, so Rodriguez will be putting up 2, but it would be 2 anyway with a double bonus any situation.
2 players with 3 fouls here in the first half. 2 starters with 3 fouls here in the first half.
As we see Adam Duran getting ready to check back into the game for McClellan. So McClellan will head to the bench.
As Evan sinks the first.
And the second.
Sinks the second.
Anacortes doing a much better job of taking advantage of being at the charity stripe there in this first half of play. Jensen moves inside.
Oh, nice hands.
Nice hands by Anacortes. Ball is on the floor. It's loose
as
time expires. And so that's how the first half will end. 34-19. Seahawks out in front of the visiting Lakewood Cougars. Let's take a break, do some business. We'll be right back with our halftime show after this.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at KennellyKeysMusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Behind every great
well, folks,
Anacortes
welcome back in.
team,
Get a chance to talk a little bit about our halftime, and you'll also see that we have a very young potential player there on the floor.
Organize our team dinners.
Hey, that's is that Osti? is that Beltramini? I think so.
From every student athlete in AHS.
Too small.
Thank you, Saba.
Okay.
Well, Dave, you got some numbers to share out with us from the first half of play?
You bet. Well, thankfully for the Hawks, they got Lakewood into some foul trouble.
The Seahawk athletic booster.
We got a dance. We got a dance show here.
Dancing, it's a dancing machine. And he's the rookie of the year.
He is clearly the rookie of the year.
That's awesome. But they've got Lakewood, two of their starters into foul trouble in McClellan and in Alex Coleman. Coleman especially being the big one because he's such an offensive force for them. So they've held Coleman to 4 points. They've held Jensen to 2 points. McClellan to 3. Just kind of really no one with a whole bunch. Their leading scorer is Jonathan Cox at 5. So Hawks doing a really good job. They give up about 45 a game, which is best in the league. And they're on pace to give up 38 right now. So right about where they like to be.
Ahead of the curve.
And they're just barely ahead of their own scoring average of about 66 a game. So they're on pace for 68. So pretty typical Seahawks halftime score here if you look at it that way. And but for the Hawks, scoring-wise, you got Lowry with 1 and responsible for a gazillion.
Yes. Between steals and assists,
right?
He's been a huge help to the rest of the 7 different people that have scored for the Hawks. Yeah.
Well, and all I can hear every time someone scores a basket, I don't hear it here, but in my head, is Coach Bruce Semp going when say Bluen scores off the pass from Lowry, he won't even give Bluen credit for anything. He'll just go, "That's you, Lowry. That's your 2 points."
Well,
which I love.
There's some truth to that.
There is some truth to it. So every time I see an assist like that, it always comes back to my head. But so, anyways, Lowry with 1, and we are not sure how many assists, but we're believing at minimum 5.
At least 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
at least. I think that's conservative. Yeah.
It probably is. Court Semp with 2, Thomas Dillon with 2, Peyton Biener with 3, and then Evan Rodriguez and Jacob South with 6 each, and the Seahawks leading scorer all year long per game average, Tyler Bluen, has 13 here at the half, and he is 6 of 8 from the free throw line. I will take anyone that can shoot 75% or better from the line.
No, and you know, we recognized that during the game that Anacortes was doing a better job of taking advantage of the 10+ fouls that were called on both teams.
On both teams.
You know, when that happens, when the refs are calling tight, and there's a lot of fouls going both ways, you've got to perform. You've got to perform from the free throw line. It's going to be critical. When we look back on that, well, if we did it like 6, 7, 8, there's 8, 9 points in the first half attributed to free throw shooting.
Right.
You know, for the Hawks.
Yeah, and they've shot 13 times. That's
You're up by
good.
15, and 9 of them are from the stripe.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is a huge part of the game, and it's just unacceptable to go out there and miss and miss and miss. And those opportunities are right there in front of you. So.
Well, and then you look at Lakewood, got 11 opportunities from the line, only made 4.
Yeah.
So just in free throws, there's a 5-point difference.
There you go.
Just in free throws.
Right. And I'm sure that'll expand tremendously, because I think we're going to see the game called just as tightly in the second half.
Oh no,
this
with
reffing crew,
no doubt. Yes, yeah.
This reffing crew is not afraid of the whistle.
Yeah. Once I saw who the crew was tonight, I knew this was going to be a long game.
And that's fine as long as it goes both ways. It did in the first half. That's good.
Well, in any game they call, this is how it goes. So it's just the way it is. But the other stat that I find interesting here, Lou, is the other night, or last week, I should say, against Linden Christian, the Seahawks had 4 3-pointers in the first quarter. So did Linden Krishnan. There were 8 3-pointers in the first quarter between the two teams. Lakewood has 1 3, and Anacortes in the whole half has 3.
Right.
So different type of shooting night, I guess. But
Anacortes with 3 3-pointers from 3 different players.
Yes,
Yeah.
Lewin, Rodriguez, and Peyton Diener.
Yep.
So, yeah, very awesome to see here. I love 3-pointers, but it's cool to see us getting points in other ways too.
Well,
because I'm confident that the threes are going to be there for this team at some point. They say you live or die by the 3.
Yep.
This team pretty much can live by the 3 whenever they want. So
but I think what's
nice to
interesting
see
about the 3 is it's a lot like the running game, passing game argument you have in football.
Yeah.
The more you're working under the hoop, the more you're driving into the paint, the easier you make it for your 3-point shooters, and vice versa. If it's not in balance, then the defense can shut down whatever whatever you're trying to dominate with, and you've got to put some balance to it. So if you see good 3-point shooting, it's usually because they're having to defend so well in the paint that they're leaving the 3-point shooters opportunities on the outside.
Sidebar. Lou, thank you very much for that. If any of my 7th grade players are listening, I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one that thinks that. Does this sound familiar at all?
Yeah.
And if you're not listening, we're running in the next practice. So, no.
Hey, let's do this. We've got just a couple of minutes left before we get to the second half of this second game of our extravaganza. Let's take a break, do some business, come on back, and we'll get the second half started. We'll be right back after this.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at kennellykeysmusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Folks, welcome back to the Anacortes High School Gymnasium. We just want to take a minute to thank our sponsors and thank everybody who's part of the broadcast crew. AHS Live, proud to bring you this 2A basketball matchup tonight. First the girls game, then the coaches versus cancers extravaganza, and then our second game of the night here. Brought to you by the AHS Live Broadcasting Group and everybody behind the scenes, including our sponsors. We certainly thank them. Game's underway once again, 34-19 your score. Anacortes with the lead. They've led the whole way through every minute. Lakewood starts off with the ball, tries to work it inside. There's a pop-up 3, or pop-up 2, and it's going to be good from Jensen.
That was well contested too. Nice shot by Jensen there.
So Lowry now with the ball. Tristan passes it off to Senf. Senf moves it to Bluen. Bluen inside. The big man makes a move, goes up. It's not going to go, but we are going to get a foul called, and I think this one's going against Jonathan Cox.
Yeah.
He can't afford too many.
No, but he has 5 to give, and there's only 1. Apparently he doesn't agree with it.
Oh, my mistake. For some reason I thought he had one already, so that's his first. Huh?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. South 6 the first.
Number 15,
And the second.
Attaboy.
36-21 your new score as McClellan comes down the floor. He'll work it over to the left-hand side. Lane goes up strong, puts it in. Austin Lane
just came into the game, too.
Sister Jensen.
Lowry drives inside the paint, kicks it out to Bluen in the corner. Bluen puts it up for three, no good. Ball remains with Anacortes on the rebound.
Oops.
Strong pass inside, off the backboard into South's hands.
That's going to be Coleman's fourth, Lou.
Yeah, you do get a foul. So I don't know if Semp was thinking there was going to be an alley-oop attempt there or what, but off the backboard into the hands of South, it worked out.
I think Lowry just lofted it a little too far. He's trying to get it to Cub and got it a little past him. Ooh, in and out.
South skips across the top of the rim, can't get it to fall. 36-23 your score. 7 minutes, or a little under 7 minutes here in the third quarter. Cub puts up the next, and it's good. 3 for 4 in the second half from the line for South. McClellan once again down the left side, uses Lane as the screen. Lane tries to roll inside for the give and go. Doesn't work, they bring it back outside. Now to Harris. Harris into the corner to McClellan. McClellan guarded by Lowry. He's going to pass the ball off. And there's a three-point attempt, and it's good. Gutzman puts it in.
Very interesting.
You can feel him. You can feel him breathing down the back of your neck. This team is never gone.
Never, ever.
Bluen over to Lowry. Lowry to the top of the three, back to Bluen. Into the corner quickly. There's the shot from Semp, and it's good for three. Nice. 5 points for Semp so far this game. McClellan comes down once again. Sets up Lane on the screen. Works it around. McClellan pops up. No good.
Oh, boy.
But Lane is there to put it in for two. We got an old-fashioned shootout developing here.
Right.
Semp on the dribble. Up to the top. Bluen well off the line. He'll close the distance now. Goes to Lowry. Lowry dribbles twice, back to Bluen. Bluen inside the arc, gives it to Semp. Semp works it inside. Ball gets popped loose by Harris. Harris drives the floor, goes up, draws the foul, and gets the two. And if you're watching the scoreboard, you can see that's the first time that we've been within 10 in quite some time. It's a 10-point game with Harris at the line to shoot two or shoot one. No good. Lowry comes away with it. Outruns McClellan. Goes straight down the line, puts it up, no good. There's contact but no call. Lakewood comes down the floor. They get into the corner for three, and it's good. Gutzman puts it up once again for three. That's his second dagger of the second half. Lowry drives inside. Oh, all kinds of contact. Once again, no call. Semp for three, no good. Lowry goes up strong, knocks it into Rodriguez's hands. Now outside to Bluen, and they calm things down. Get the offense set. Into Semp's hand. Now into the line he goes, up strong. There's the foul. Good job by Lowry just to take those two big steps, drive the baseline, get underneath the hoop, draw the contact. So that one will go against Lane. Third team foul of the second half here for Lakewood. Dave, one of the things I like about that is that was not just a shot. That was Lowry was also looking to create the foul opportunity.
Right.
And that could pay off dividends later down the road here.
Yes,
he put in the first and the second. Lowry good for both of them. 42-33 your score as Lowry comes out of the game. And Beener steps onto the floor for the Hawks. McClellan on the dribble, once again over to the left-hand side. Once again, Lane will set himself as the screen. They've got a lot of variations around that setup. They go to Lane, to Jensen, into the corner to Harris. Harris puts up a three-point attempt, no good. Grabbed by Rodriguez on the run. He's got three men closing in on him. He goes up strong, draws the foul. Shot's no good, but he's coming to the line. Yeah, a lot of players would have backed off a 1-on-3, but Rodriguez knew exactly what to do. Drew the foul. And that one will go against Jensen.
Very, very interesting third quarter so far here, Lou.
Yeah, it's almost like an investment in the fourth quarter by creating all these fouls on the Lakewood players. And making the line pay off.
Right.
They've only missed one. from the line so far, if I'm not mistaken. Rodriguez makes the first and the second. Nicely done. 7 points from the free throw line just in the second half for the Hawks so far. Here's an outside three, no good. Big bounce off the outside. Semp grabs the rebound on the run. Shovel pass forward to Rodriguez. Rodriguez kicks it over to the far side to Bluen, who's wide open, puts it up for three, no good. Here's a long pass by Harris down the floor. The layup attempt is no good. Grabbed by Rodriguez on the big, tall rebound. He sees a man coming on him. He's going to fade over to the left, get rid of the defense. Now it goes to Semp. Semp to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is wide open. Oh, just a little bit short. Harris grabs it. Back again, they go the other way. This is just what we promised you folks. Back and forth basketball. Outside three, no good. Ball's high in the air. Semp grabs it. Now we're going back the other way. Oh, boy, a lot of effort there on the part of Lakewood to hang on to that ball. They go to Harris. Harris is going to get fouled by Bluen. Ooh, you got to give it to Lakewood on that one. A little bit of hustle paid off. They got the ball from Semp and then drew the foul on Bluen. Only the second team foul of the second half. Look at this effort here on the part of McClellan just to break that ball loose.
Right in there.
Roll over on the floor and grab it. And then, great job by Harris as well. And Harris makes him pay, makes the first one. Dillon and Lowry back onto the floor for Anacortes. 30-second timeout called, and we will stay with you here. Wow. 10-point game, 44-34. That was some go-for-broke basketball, back and forth, just like I thought we were going to see tonight.
That was kind of, more of the pace that we expected.
Yeah, that is exciting basketball to watch, man. And both teams are rebounding well, so you're really probably going to get one shot off, and then we're going back the other direction. Got to make it count. Got to hand it to Lakewood on that last little bit there. Good hustle on the part of McClellan, breaks the ball free, and ends up giving them a scoring opportunity.
Lakewood with only 19 points the whole first half, already with 15 just halfway through a little bit over halfway through the quarter. So.
Here's Harris. Puts it in. 44-35, your new score. Beener passes into Bluen. Tyler will bring it up over the 10-second line. Over to Rodriguez. Back to Bluen. Beener down low in the corner. No look pass inside to Lowry in the paint. He goes outside to Beener. Ball breaks loose again. It's loose on the floor. And it's going to go into Harris's hands, and he's going to go right to the basket. He's got an open hoop for two. Oh, they're knocking at the door. 44-37, your new score. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. This is a 2A Northwest matchup. I tell you what, there's some basketball going on right now. Rodriguez, closely guarded by McClellan. They go to Lowry. Lowry gets fouled.
Looks like, or maybe on, Dutch. Is that how you say that?
Dutzman.
Yeah.
5th team foul. That's going to be on the floor. Not a shooting foul. Bluen pops the ball inside to Beener. Beener's got to go up tall and get it. Harris well defended. They give it back to Bluen. He'll dribble across the top and go to Rodriguez over on the left-hand side, up high on the arc. He's looking for an opportunity to get it inside down low. South is out of the game right now. He was pretty successful in there. Rodriguez very patient. Nice layup for Rodriguez.
Assist Lowry.
Again.
The
unsung hero.
Oh, Dutzman again. Oh.
He's not afraid to take that three.
I don't know why the Hawks are leaving him open.
Lowry works his way through the defense, kicks it back outside. Here's Bluen for three. Yes! Oh, from downtown. 49-37. Clock down to 2 minutes here in the third quarter of play.
7-point game becomes 12, just like that.
Just like that. Oh!
It's going to be a foul on Peyton Beener. You have to at least try to go around the screen. Peyton, being a football player, is like, no, you run through people. That's how I do it.
Dutzman not afraid to make sure everybody knows, too, as he comes out and gets the high fives in his acting performance there.
Right.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Jonathan Cox back into the game for Lakewood. We'll see if that prompts bringing South back into the game. Dylan in right now playing the role of the big man.
Oh,
he gets a hand up there, nice block.
Jedlinski and Dylan. Yeah, this is the one thing, Lou, that I'll say about Lakewood is there's a lot of trash talking going on here.
Yeah, and Cox is very physical underneath the hoop.
Yeah.
But Anacortes comes away with the ball on the missed shot. Lowry goes up strong, draws the foul, and puts it in for two.
Wow. Holy cow.
They called on Jackson Schultz there.
They did, yeah.
That was a real momentum changer. I think a lot of people were feeling that we're going to get a timeout called here by Coach Semp. We'll stay with you in this timeout. So, you know, sometimes you feel a momentum shift, and that was certainly one of them.
Right.
Timeout Seahawks. Full timeout.
So, you could kind of feel the shift taking place there. Wow, what a nice floor sweeper they have there.
Could we get the camera to focus in on that broom by chance?
Good to see it finally being used.
Mop, I should say.
So 51-37 your current score as the Hawks regain control there in the last couple of minutes.
Right.
And you're right, Dave. I agree with you. One of the things we definitely noticed there was some chippy back and forth from some of the Lakewood players, and in particular Jonathan Cox just really trying to assert himself under the basket.
Well, and I think what happens, because Jonathan's a pretty big boy.
He is a very big guy, yeah.
And I mean, he's a good football player too, by the way. He's a good wide receiver. But people see Tommy. Tommy's 6'7", but he's very lanky.
Yeah.
And they think he's weak. And I think he just proved how strong he is.
No, stood right in there.
Thomas is way stronger than he appears to be. And let's remember, since 4th grade, he's had to battle Jacob South in practice every day for his,
no doubt.
You know, whole career. So, you know, he knows how to play against big, wide guys. It's all he's done. Oh, look at this.
Lowry to the line, misses that one. Lakewood manages to get control of the ball back, and they'll come down the floor.
What's crazy about this, Lou, is we're up 14, and Lakewood's winning this quarter right now. They're up by 1 this quarter. So
nice rebound by Beener there, kicks it out to Lowry. Yeah, and as you said, Dave, you know, Anacortes is not necessarily playing its best right now, but that was sure pretty. Oh, can't get it to fall. Jedlinski, the good effort.
Right.
Down the floor they come. Here's a three-point attempt from the outside. That is good. Adam Duran puts it in. 51-40 now your new score with a minute to go before we get to the end of the third.
That doubles his scoring output for the game.
Anacortes slows down the pace just a little bit, trying to create an opportunity. Bluin puts up a floater, no good. Ball bounces around, grabbed by Jedlinski.
Lowry was about to pull the trigger there.
Well, he thought about it again right there, too.
Oh, no, I'll just take it to the
There you go.
Thank you very
For two.
much.
A well thought out two right there. Nicely done.
By the way, I'm not real tall, but I'm strong as an ox, so just bounce off of me as I come in.
And I can be patient.
Right, exactly.
Deflected ball here, 24 seconds left before we get to the end of the third.
Oh,
Beener, nice defense there against McClellan. There's an outside three. Oh, my goodness.
Again.
Adam Duran puts in another. Draws them to within 10 again. 10 seconds left to go here. Anacortes will probably just try and manufacture one shot. Oh, no. There, Lowry from the outside puts up a three, no good. Dylan goes up strong and gets an opportunity to go in, does not put it away. And as time runs out, 53-43 your score. Anacortes leading by 10. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop.
Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No tests or homework. ASC is run by volunteers, including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business, and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays.
For more information of fall of 2016 classes, go to seniorcollege.org.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Well, we promised you a good game, and I think we got one going right here. 10 points separates these two teams. We've got 8 minutes more to play, and I guarantee you it's going to be 8 minutes of great basketball.
Lakewood scored 24 points that quarter. I'm sure there was probably a little conversation about defense in the huddle here.
19 points in the first half, and then 24 points in the third quarter.
Right.
Something changed.
Lakewood's basically 2 points below what we give up per game, so unless we hold them to 2 or less, that average will go up.
So Anacortes starts off with the ball here in the fourth period.
Oh, wow.
Drives inside. Nice hesitation move. He gets the foul. Shot does not go, but Lowry comes to the line shooting 2. And that's going to prompt a change, I think. It looks like we're going to see Jonathan Cox coming back into the game. Ooh, Lowry, unusual short shot there. Sure enough, Lane goes out and Cox comes in.
Right.
Also short on the second one.
Yeah.
Rebound by Cox.
Lowry's missed his last 3 foul shots. So.
Coleman comes down the floor with the ball. And we've seen the same setup with just variations on what they do with it every single time now. In the second half, they come down the floor.
Get on your feet, bud.
Foul call here.
That'll be on Jedlinski.
Yes, indeed it will. His first. The 4th foul for the Hawks. Just out of interest, the Seahawks are in bonus. Lakewood has 7 fouls at this point. That could become a factor here in this last 7.5 minutes of play.
You bet.
Jensen on the dribble, goes to Coleman. Coleman jump stop, puts it up. Nope, no good. Grabbed by Dillon. Nice rebound.
Yeah, beautiful rebound.
He releases it out to Lowry. Lowry dribbles it down the right-hand side. He'll go to Beener. Beener to Semp. Semp drives inside. Outside to Beener they go. Beener for 3, and it's good.
Yeah. That's something that Peyton Beener has really improved on this year is his outside shooting. He's always been great defensively and good at getting to the hole, but really his practice is outside shooting got a lot better.
That was a quick release. You know, quick release. He just had a moment.
Oh, good
ball
hand.
Pops loose. Cox is there to get it. He goes outside to Duran. Duran puts it up, no good.
Thank goodness, because he hasn't missed in a while.
Yeah, it's good to see he can miss one. Lowry on the dribble. Guarded by Harris. He'll wait for the screen to come up. They go to Jedlinski. Jedlinski, wow. Fires a 3 that was flat as could be.
Well, that's Dwayne's shot.
Yeah.
But he makes a lot of them. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we're going to get a foul here against Jedlinski, I think.
Yeah.
Anacortes. Oh, 22. That's against Beener.
Yeah. Okay.
His second foul in the second half. 3 overall for Beener. Anacortes up by 16 now.
Yeah. Kind of keeps going up and down here.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, look at that.
Jedlinski with a nice job in there. Steals the ball. Breaks things up. Turn over to Anacortes. I think we might have got away with a kick ball there, too.
I thought I saw that, too, Lou, to be honest with you.
Beener floated one up high, did not go. Comes down into the hands of Gutzman. He comes back the other way, gives it to Coleman. Coleman drives into the paint, kicks it outside. Into the corner they go. 3-pointer, no good. Cox contests it. We got a scrum on the floor. And they finally whistle that to a stop. Let's see which way they go with this. I'm thinking it should be a jump ball.
Cox is one of those guys who just can't walk away without saying something.
No.
Drives him crazy.
So
he made a great hustle play. I don't want to take away from his hustle, but just keep your mouth shut.
So this will be a jump ball, and it goes, I believe, in Lakewood's direction. And we are going to get a timeout called here. Folks, we're going to take a timeout, too. At the 5-minute and 44-second mark, 59-43 your score. Anacortes ahead. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
Well, we are at 5 minutes and 44 seconds left here in this game. 59-43. Anacortes has led since they won the tip.
Yep.
Just as they did in the girls' game. Girls' game, they won wire to wire, or they led wire to wire. A big win for the girls. And now in the boys' game, we see the same situation unfolding as long as Anacortes can stay out in front. They've got a 16-point lead now, but a very potent Lakewood team that's going to try their very, very best to turn things over here.
Right.
Lakewood inbounding the ball. Oh, fantastic steal by Lowry on the inbound pass. Big long pass. They go down the floor. Bluen puts it in for two.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That was a clinic right there.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I am not making fun of Lakewood. I am laughing in shock at the play that was made there.
Coleman comes back with a nice two there.
Yeah.
Drives the line. Comes in from the left side of the hoop. Puts it up.
Wow.
Lowry on the dribble down the floor. South back in the game. He sets the screen.
I wonder how that felt for Harris to run into that brick wall.
Harris contests the ball. Ball's open on the floor. Coleman grabs it. Kicks it into the middle of the floor. Beater grabs it. Now into the hands of Cox. Well, we got some wide open basketball right there. Now Coleman slows things down, comes down the floor on the dribble. Gives it to Duran. Duran tries to feed it into the middle. No go.
Yeah.
Semp knocks it loose, and it's a turnover. Goes to Lowry. Lowry on the floor now on the dribble. He'll give it to Bluen. Bluen consciously slows things down. Lets Cub come up, get ready to set the screen. And then he drives the hoop, and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah.
I think by Cox.
They might call it on Harris, actually. Yeah.
You are right. You are right.
He was between. Cox was going for the swat, but the body-wise, it looked like it was Harris. So.
This will be a shooting foul for Bluen. And that was the 8th team foul for Lakewood.
Right. Tyler Sims gained another free throw.
McClellan and Lane coming back into the game for Lakewood. And Bluen able to make both of his free throws.
Wow.
Ooh, almost stolen there. Travel called against McClellan. And that was basically caused by the pressure of the Hawks as they tried to get ready to trap him.
Right.
McClellan tried to just take an extra step there and get out of it. And Lakewood coaches are not believing it, but it's the truth.
Right.
Lowry once again drives inside. He'll tuck it in and then he'll travel.
Yeah.
Now, if you're familiar with him playing football, that's just what it looked like. He tucked it.
Yeah, tucked it and ran.
Tucked it, saw an opening, tried to gain 4 yards for the first down. 63-45 your score. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in this game. Coleman with the ball, drives into the middle of the paint, looks for an opportunity, pops it up high, no good. Outside three, no good, bounces off the rim. It's going to go harmlessly out of bounds. Nice job by Lowry there, just to be in the way, so there's no way. Yep.
Exactly. Screened him out. Boxed out.
Always thinking.
Yeah.
Diener steps out of the game. Semp back on the floor. Rodriguez on the floor. South, Bluen, and Lowry for the Hawks. They've got good rhythm setting up here.
Yeah.
Driving it back and forth. Rodriguez almost lost the handle, but manages to hang on to it. 19 seconds on the shot clock as they go to Semp. Semp says, I'll take the three. No good. Ball gets banged around, but comes down to McClellan's hands. He drives it down the floor for Lakewood. Works inside the arc. Pass inside, then they go to Coleman. Jensen. Driving into the paint once again to Coleman.
Port Semp is so tough defensively.
We are going to get a foul called against South, I believe.
That's just losing control.
Seahawks foul number 44.
Yes, indeed.
Third personal foul, 16 fouls. Coleman's at the line.
Yeah, Coleman comes to the line to shoot 2, and again, this opportunity to score here with the clock stopped. There's only 3.5 minutes left. Oh, first one doesn't go. Adam Duran steps into the game for Lakewood.
Don't leave him open.
Yeah, that's their 3-point ace in this game so far.
He's hit 3 of them.
He'll replace Caleb Dutzman.
Nice
Both,
rebound.
yeah, both free throw attempts missed.
Yeah, Lakewood's really struggled from the line tonight. It's the first misses of this half, but overall they've struggled.
Wow, we have got a foul called against Coleman.
That's going to be his 5th.
And that's he heads right to the bench.
Yeah, he knows.
So Coleman fouls out with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left, and they'll put Harris in his place.
Checking back in for the Cougars is number 5, Makai Harris.
No drop off there.
No,
yeah.
not really. Not
no drop off there.
Well, the Seahawks once again took what I think is the best offensive player Lakewood had and found a way to not let him hurt them.
Yes. South puts in one. He'll come to the line again. He's now scored 4 points from the line in the second half. Total of 10 points in the game for South right now. And make it 11.
And not in a lot of minutes. They've been able to give him quite a bit of rest tonight. Nothing wrong with that, being able to rest your big guy. And I mean, Thomas Dillon has been in there and done very well for the minutes he's covered.
Lakewood having some trouble hanging on to the ball, but they are managing to maintain possession. But it is costing time. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's an outside 3, and it's good. Adam Duran once again hits the dagger from outside. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in this game. 65-48 your score. There's a turnover on a bad pass. Harris comes down the floor. He'll pass it off. Well, guess who? Duran for 3. Oh my goodness, Adam Duran's having a night.
He's got 4 threes just this half, Lou.
Go to the hot hand. Go to the hot hand. I'm sure that's what Lakewood's saying right now.
Right.
Lowry slows the pace just a little bit. Goes to Rodriguez. He'll drive inside, kick it over to Semp. Semp will bring it back up to the top of the arc. He'll work his way into the paint. Find Rodriguez wide open on the side. 3-pointer no good, but it's a good idea. We're going to get a foul.
That's a foul, unfortunately. But just battling for a board, but brought his arm down and made contact. Jacob South did.
Yes, he did.
Foul to number 44, Jacob South.
So it'll put Harris in line for a 1-on-1.
That'll give South 2 fouls in the first half, 2 fouls in the second.
Correct.
A total of 4 so far. Yes, and that does put Lakewood into the bonus. So Harris will shoot 1 and 1. First one's good. Earns himself a second opportunity. 65-52. Just about at the 2-minute mark. Man, this has been a good basketball game. Super fun to watch. Really intense. Both teams playing well.
Some big runs in that third quarter by Lakewood and by Anacortes both.
Harris unsuccessful in his second effort. Lowry comes down with the ball. He'll go up the floor, closely guarded by Harris. And he'll try and work his way inside against 3.
How's that not a foul?
Man, no foul. Just all ball is what they're saying.
Timeout Seahawks.
Coach Semp is going to call a full timeout here. And we will stay with you in this timeout. If nothing else, just to take a look at what Coach Semp has. He's a little frustrated with that last minute of basketball, maybe. So
I'm so glad I'm up here right now.
Yeah, it's probably better we don't have him mic'd up. So hey, if you're paying attention, next Tuesday, come on down. Anacortes plays at home against Bellingham next Tuesday, 7:15 tip. So
Bellingham's one of those scary opponents this year. Their record is horrendous, and I don't know why, because last year they were good. I mean, they almost they beat Linden in districts. I mean, they got to the semifinal in districts, and then they almost beat Linden again in districts after Linden survived a double overtime win against Liberty. I mean, and now they have like 1 league win, or 2 maybe.
Yeah, no, on paper, they're really struggling.
And I went and watched them play Nooksack the other night, and they really struggled. I was really surprised. But I would not write them off, that's for sure.
Yeah, Anacortes regains possession of the ball here after a failed attempt by Jensen to put it in for 2. Bluen with the ball comes down the floor. Minute and 44 seconds. The clock certainly the friend of the Seahawks at this point. Woo. Up by 13, now up by 15 as Bluen puts it in for 2.
Nice take by Tyler.
Bluen with 22 points on the night so far. Harris in possession, he'll go to Jensen. Jensen over to Duran. I'm sure Duran's just looking for any opportunity to shoot a 3. McClellan for 3, in and out, no good. Grabbed by Lowry, one of his many rebounds on the night.
Nice.
Oh, he loses the handle. Out it goes, but it's going to stay with Anacortes. 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Finally, some Anacortes fans are starting to think maybe we got this one in the bag.
Maybe. But
oh, man, okay. McCullen's going to get called for a foul in his effort to get the ball in the inbound pass.
Right.
That does put the teams into double bonus, so Bluen will shoot 2. It's been a good game for both teams. Anacortes has done a lot of things right here tonight.
Yeah.
As has Lakewood. But
well, really, it was just that third quarter that made it close. The Seahawks defense, not to take away from Lakewood, but the defense wasn't up to Seahawks standards and allowed Lakewood to kind of close that gap a little closer than they probably wanted.
Bluen puts it in.
Makes them both. Again.
Jensen with the ball, goes to Harris. Harris works his way inside. Nice pass to McClellan. Then they go to Lane. Outside to Duran. Duran wanted to pull the trigger.
Thank goodness.
Well guarded by Beener. Now to Harris. Harris goes 1 against 3, and he's going to get a foul. This will be on what, Beener maybe?
I think so. Oh, no.
14. Go against Bluen. And now that'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Harris.
And he misses.
South with a nice rebound. Backcourt pressure for the first time tonight out of Lakewood. Better late than never. Maybe. Lane working hard to get the ball from Lowry. Lowry does a nice job running him into the screen from South. And now we're going to get the foul against Harris with 37.5 seconds left in the game.
That little crossover move he just did, holy cow.
And I think it's funny because, you know, he doesn't look like he's frantically trying to get away. He just looks like he's like patiently waiting for you to make a mistake.
Yeah. You barely see any expression on his face.
No.
At any point in time. It's the same way on the football field. It's just crazy. I saw him smile on the bench the other night. I thought he was sick.
I'd like to see a defensive battle between Lowry and Schmidt from the girls' team.
Right.
same level of nonchalance out of both of them.
Makes both free throws.
Anacortes has done very well from the charity stripe here in the second half. Duran with another deep 3 attempt. This one off the front of the rim, grabbed by South. 28 seconds left. Rodriguez
Shot
with the ball.
clock's off, Lou. I assume we'll see Anacortes hold the ball here. Yeah.
And everybody just kind of comes to a stop. This game is going to be in the books with a final score of 71-52 on a well-earned win by the Anacortes Seahawks. Wow, we promised you a good game, and that was certainly one of them. That was an awful lot of fun to watch. Seahawks come away with a nice victory here, improve their record, and they will look forward to playing here at home against Bellingham next Tuesday night at 7:15. We're going to take a break. We're going to run a couple of messages past you, and then we encourage you to come back for our post-game show right after this.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. SABA, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.smugmug.com.
You're watching Seahawk basketball on AHS Live.
All right, well, welcome back to our post-game show. Dave and I have been battling each other, arguing vehemently back and forth, trying to figure out our player of the game. And it came down to a discussion. Lowry, who did so many things defensively and so many wonderful things on the floor, or Bluin, with a total of 24 points on the night. And I think we've decided to go with Tyler Bluin.
Yeah.
Hang on just one second. He's going to come to the mic. And,
we'll let Lou's headphones get all sweaty tonight. How you doing, Tyler?
Good. How are you?
Good. Doing great. Thanks. So coming into this game, first of all, welcome back. You didn't get to play Tuesday, so it was good to have you back tonight.
Good.
Feel a lot better, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But coming in this game, obviously you guys do a lot of prep for each opponent. What was the plan of attack here for against Lakewood?
Well, Lakewood hits a lot of threes, and to contain that, we can't let them have any dribble penetration, so that was our defensive goal for tonight.
Gotcha. Okay. And I've got to see him play a few times in the last couple of years. I've always liked Coleman, number 24. But I was telling Lou in the pregame, I'd never seen him shoot a three. He did tonight. But generally, he's trying to put the ball on the floor and get to the hole. Was he a focal point tonight for the defense once he put the ball on the floor?
Yeah, he was, because that's all he can pretty much do is just put it on the floor. So that was the goal, is no dribble penetration, let him shoot.
Right. Okay. And then offensively, do you guys have much of a different game plan than normal, other than to run your typical offenses?
Well, they ran a 2-3 zone matchup, so like it was more man-to-man. So then we just ran our Bison high look where we screen up top.
Gotcha. And then for this game coming in, I was telling Lou pregame, I had it circled on my calendar a while ago because I just didn't feel Lakewood was a pushover. You guys kind of beat them by quite a bit, but coming in, you guys, I assume, had a little bit higher expectation for a closer game.
Yeah, they're definitely a dangerous team this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they made it close there in the third quarter.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know if you knew this, but you guys gave up 24 points in the third quarter. I'm sure Coach Semper Sole probably let you know.
Yeah.
So, but we picked you as our player of the game tonight, Tyler. We don't keep track of the rebounds and all that, statisticians do, but you were the leading scorer tonight with 24. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday here against Bellingham.
Yep, appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
You too.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Got to get that third headset.
Yeah,
got to
get that third headset.
All right, well, big win for the Seahawks tonight. Really well done. And, Tyler's always been a really, really nice guy. Yeah. And you just hear that in his voice. It's just such a pleasure. And you're getting to see some replays right now, just some really athletic scoring. And we don't want to fall into that habit. I get it of saying, well, he was the lead scorer, so he was the best player. Tonight he did an awful lot on the floor other than scoring as well. Tremendous ball handler. But he and Lowry combined for some really spectacular basketball stuff tonight, as did so many other people on the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scores overall.
Everyone that was in the game.
Yeah,
everyone that played in the game put the ball in the cup at some point.
Just amazing. And for Bluin to have 24, the nearest other than that I have is Rodriguez at 10. Lowry at 9. South at 11. Yeah, just some great basketball. So we were so happy to be able to bring you this big doubleheader tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Girls have come away with a fantastic win where they go wire to wire. Boys come away with a fantastic win where they go wire to wire.
Yep, and just as a reminder for basketball, next broadcast Friday, February 2nd against Ferndale. Senior night.
Oh,
for
there
the
you
girls
go.
and the boys.
All right,
so
put that on your calendar. Make sure you tune in.
Listening to us, try to come here and acknowledge the group of seniors for both
But
the boys and the girls.
And this is what I always tell people. Right now that you know that,
Yeah.
call your family and friends all around the country.
You bet.
Teach them how to get on here, and then that way they can be with your kid on senior night too, and they can be with all your friends on senior night. They watch senior night happen, and a great game against Ferndale.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. On behalf of the AHS broadcasting crew, who were very, very happy to bring you this tonight, all the people behind the scenes that make Dave and I look good, and that is no easy job. I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. This is Lou D'Amelio saying good night. Dave Water.
Go Hawks.
Thank you so much, everybody.